Hello Slayers, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today we're starting a new series, Interview with a Vampire. A lot of you guys are excited for this one, so am I. I have no idea what this is about. I don't even believe I've seen Interview with a Vampire, maybe when I was like a baby. No idea. I love vampires. My favorite show is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So I feel like this would be right up my alley, pun intended. Not much to say. I have a couple shows I'm gonna start reacting to. Check out Queer as Folk and Heartstopper, Young Royals, couple movies. If you'd like to watch the more uncut version, check out my Patreon linked below. If you like the YouTube, hello, thank you for being here. Let's get into it.
There are stories out there that need to be told. There's shit out there that's just, wrong. News used to be a bunch of guys who look like me. I've been fired from 3 papers, hired back at 2 of them. Third got gobbled up by Knight Ritter. So to be clear here, I'm a goddamn reservoir of do's and don'ts. You still want this job? It's your money. I'm Daniel Malloy.
Where Russian-backed separatists have been waging guerrilla warfare since...
Oh, here's a bite mark.
I gotta call you back.
Tapes. Perhaps an interview with a vampire on tape. 73.
First question.
Oh, it's
Always
him.
a vampire. Were you? No, I was a 33-year-old man when I became a vampire.
33, love it.
How did it come about? I think I want to tell the real story.
Triggered, perhaps?
Dear Mr. Malone, 49 years and thousands of miles removed from the room we shared in San Francisco, I offer for your journalistic pleasures.
Okay, this is really cool. I'm so excited right now. Ugh, I wish vampires were real. I mean, I guess I don't, but it's just so cool. Like now, this guy interviewed him all those years ago, and now they're gonna re-meet, and he's gonna look exactly the same, and he grew older, and like, it's just such an interesting concept. I never really saw a vampire storyline from this perspective. It's very new and fresh to me. I mean, again, I haven't seen the movie, so I wonder if that's the main storyline of the movie too. Should I watch the movie, guys? Should we react to it? Maybe after I finish.
Full attention and my life story. All affinity. Louis Dupont du Lac.
I told my editor I was meeting with
Hey,
the
handsome.
most dangerous man in the world.
You've grown old, Daniel.
Oh, we're already here.
Yeah, well, mortality beats a heavy drum.
I wasn't sure you've remembered me. Your book makes no mention of our prior meeting.
Gritty memoir, drugs, humiliation, self-pity kind of thing. Mentioned vampires in one of those readers tend to call bullshit.
You've had some health concerns of late.
Whole planet's having a moment, I'd say.
You have Parkinson's disease, Daniel.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's gonna want to be bitten. Although he has been already.
Only my family and my doctor know I'm sick. I don't dig the one-way hack. That's the sun out there. Where's your coffin?
You're standing in it.
Wow.
I have to be very careful whom I let in.
Ooh. Oh my god,
Yeah, well, things
yes.
didn't end well.
I can stand in vampire lore when you stake a vampire and they just drop dead. Again, I come from Buffy. They turn to dust. Like, it's the sickest way. It's no cleanup. It just looks so stupid when they drop to the floor. I'm trying to think what happens in Twilight. I think you gotta cut off their heads, which I don't like. Like, you have to be staked to be a vampire. Like, come on. I actually love the Twilight Saga, but you don't really like the lore of it.
So forgive me if I'm a little nervous.
After roll up, it's what you asked for, boy! Yeah, but you don't know what human life is like. I mean, you've forgotten, man. I mean, you don't even understand the meaning of your own story.
Are we gonna go back in time and see Daniel young?
You were disrespectful.
I was high.
You were not worthy of my story then.
Maybe your story wasn't worth telling. You've got the tapes. Hire a transcriber. I don't do puff portraiture anymore.
And yet you got on a plane with an autoimmune disease in the middle of a pandemic.
All right. That's my voice, but I don't remember it. I ask all the wrong questions.
Yes.
There's contradictions in your story I never follow up on.
Yes.
The few good ones I do manage to get out, you steamroll over them. It's not an interview, it's a fever dream told to an idiot.
So they both weren't ready for this interview. I feel like Lewis is putting a lot on Daniel, but there's 3 sides to every story.
Why again? What's changed?
The world, circumstances, me, I've changed. And I too find the tapes lacking.
So, a do-over. I ask the questions, you answer the questions. Anything that can't be verified, I send to my researcher.
No third parties.
I write it, You get to see it before it goes to print. I get the final edit.
That is not the agreement you signed.
And one more thing. I do my best work one-on-one.
Would you see to Mr. Malloy's room? Have Chef prepare a meal for him. I think it best we start when our boys had a rest.
I'm not your fucking boy. I'm an old man with all the triggers that come with it. And I'm ready. So let's do this.
Slay.
It is 10:08 in the morning on June 14th, 2022.
We're just getting right into it.
I'm in the penthouse apartment of the Al Sharaf Towers across from Mr.
Louis Dupont du Lac.
How long have you been dead?
The year
I
was
wanted-
1910. The fall of the 5th year of my father's passing, and the fall of the 5th year as the executor in charge of the Dupont du Lac Family Trust. But then that neighborhood called Storyville.
So as the honorable executor of the family's estate, you were in what business exactly?
Managed and operated a diversified portfolio of enterprise. The 24 sporting houses on Liberty Street, I owned 8 of them. Yeah, you got any bills in them fat fucking rolls of yours? I was, admittedly, a rougher thing then. You couldn't look weak on Liberty Street.
Okay,
Damn,
leg.
Doris, you gonna lose your good leg running out like that.
We got bad trouble.
I was only trying to show you. No, God damn it, Briggs.
He stuck it in my shit box.
I didn't know.
Don't believe me? Check his dick.
Who the fuck you talking to? I ain't taking no man's dick.
Fuck you.
What y'all laughing at?
That's crazy.
Someone go fetch Doc Johnson. And you get some clean water in a towel. Get your hands off me, nigga. You gonna make me regret my support. You repeat yourself, Mr. Fenwick.
Instant regret.
Oh, forgive me.
No.
So much wine. Don't worry, man. Keep this here between us.
Between us. Love that.
Isn't she a vision?
I ain't cleaning his dick.
Jesus, Mary. Got a situation here, Finn.
You know, we got another one outside 122.
Do you not realize, sister, your body is part of Christ the Lord?
Second time, Mr.
And I can give 2 moons if he's your brother, Mr. Dulac. I'm gonna knock his
Permission
son.
to deny your victory with Christ.
Go on home. You're not helping me.
Oh, but I am. The Lord told me to come.
Yes, I bleed you like a cochon, bro.
Bruh. Really ought to think
Did I want
twice.
to pull a knife on my brother? No, but as I alluded to before, you couldn't look weak on Liberty. You never knew who was watching.
Ooh. Okay, so he's not a vampire yet. So we're getting Lewis's true origin story. That's fun.
My mother consumed herself with preparations for my sister
Very situation until Louis.
started.
Ready, Father. I wanted to thank the family for last Sunday's donation.
Babysitting money. Church calms it down some.
Well, we're always here for him.
Tom Anderson's Fair Play Saloon. Miss Carol. Miss Lily working tonight?
Miss Lily's on terror.
I was calling him Lewis, but it's Louis. Shit.
Miss Lily.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Ooh, vampire.
How'd you manage to get yourself through the front door?
Excuse me?
I mean that as a compliment. A man of your race to have privileges here.
Louis has a small empire of his own down the street. He gets some privileges.
Something funny about that?
Your name is Louis. Of course it's Louis. I know who you are, sir. You're the man who made me buy a townhouse in the quarter. I owe you everything. Please join us.
I know sometimes men of my race, we all look alike to you people. But I didn't say you no townhouse.
Louis.
Hey, where was I?
On a boat. What's been your favorite this year, Mr. Lian Cool?
A favorite? She put a pistol to my head.
I couldn't believe it. Staring me down as his hands went wandering the seams of Miss Lily's dress. I wanted to take the end of my cane and slit his throat with it.
Why didn't you?
I couldn't
Because it's
move.
wrong.
My body was seized with weakness. His gaze tied a string around my lungs, and I found myself immobilized.
Great acting.
I had planned to make a new life for myself. from
St.
something.
Louis.
That was to be my destiny.
That makes
I know I
sense.
was right. Only it turns out the saint is not a city, but a handsome man with a most agreeable disposition.
You're his destiny, Louis.
Destined to be very good friends.
Didn't see that coming.
Please get my friend here anything he wants. Wonderful to meet you. I do hope I run into you again today.
I wanted to murder the man, and I wanted to be the man.
It's about the
I
power.
had come there for Lily, but I left thinking of only him.
Vampires will do that to you. Our first slay. Actually, no, this isn't a slay. Our first kill. I'm interested in our first slay, our first vampire killing slay. Ing. Oh, hell no.
Come now.
Police tell me there's an outbreak of fever in town. Unfortunates living near the wharf mostly, and entirely devoid of blood. Is their theory some new kind of rat has come ashore?
Of the 6-foot variety.
Gentlemen, well, you all know Louis Delac. Louis, let me introduce you to Mr. Lestat de Liancourt. We met already, Mr. Anderson, sir.
Gentlemen, show your cards.
Whew. Mr. Liancourt, your hand is incomprehensible.
Oh, yes. Well, I can only speak of my experience. These men look down on you. I have to say, I find it appalling how men like yourself are treated in this country of yours.
That was cool.
15%.
Another vampire lore thing that's never been done in
Do you not know your value? Do you suffer these indignities for some larger purpose?
This is so
And
cool.
do you think to pair will win the hour?
Okay, so he could freeze time.
I believe there is great opportunity in this city. I'll need protection from the wolves. And that's all to say.
All right, boy, show him. Full boat. Mr. Dulac. That's what he found.
He wouldn't tell me how he did it. His trick to make the world stop.
You started hanging out.
He was in love with my city and wanted to know everything he could about it. He had not revealed his vampire nature yet.
I'm assuming you only met at night.
It's New Orleans. Days are for sleeping off the previous evening's damage.
Perfect cover for a vampire.
Racing ahead again, Mr. Malloy. Let the tale seduce you. That
I'm
very
seduced.
accommodate him. Updated his wardrobe to the fashion trends of the season. And I found myself for the very first time, to anyone other than Paul, confiding my struggles to another man. I was being hunted. And I was completely unaware it was happening.
Out cat with some white man out here.
He ain't white, he French.
Oh, invite him over for dinner. Mother loves your pen.
Don't tell Livy you fishing for a richer man.
Don't deny your sister. I want to meet this French white.
Paul crawled up on my bed last night. Wept for good near an hour. He ain't taking you get married.
Don't worry. I worry so much.
Worry about your own life. Worry about being a bride. Now, y'all gonna be in steerage out of New York. Once you get to Europe, it's first class on boats, trains, and hotels.
What did you go and do?
That's a good brother.
Here we call it gumbo.
We had a gumbo the other night, didn't we, Louis? Right after the opera.
Oh, you got Louis to an opera.
Stomach got grumbling left halfway through.
And what exactly is the nature of your relationship with my brother, Monsieur Liancourt?
Very best friends.
The birds asked me to ask you. I wasn't being rude.
Oh, is he like psychic? I didn't expect anything other than vampire lore. So, like, I didn't even think of, like, the thought of maybe, like, there being witches or demons, werewolves. It's giving vampires only.
That's all right, Louis, madame. The birds speak for him. I came to know Christ in a monastery. I wanted to be a priest, just like you, Paul. My father, vulgar man, did not think much of this education. And so he and my brothers conspired to pull me out, lock me away, where between beatings, starvations, and the failure of Christ to intercede, the beatings and starvations, I slowly forgot all of it. And so, to answer your boring question, there is an ocean between Christ and myself.
Stop.
Juste que cela satisfera l'oiseau penché dans la cage de votre esprit.
Don't do that shit here. Not with my family.
What the hell? Yeah, that was not cool.
I am cursed with
What
my
the heck?
father's temper. Hide that from your family.
Everybody need to know what I do.
Dishonesty breeds dishonesty. I bought you a gift.
A gift?
A flower.
What's that little song playing?
Do you like it? I composed it for a young violinist I once knew.
Sent a 2-horse carriage to pick me up. Felt like the queen of the quarter. So, Mr. Liancourt, you and me usually just talk.
There's nothing to be nervous about. The curtains are closed. The servants sent home.
You like to watch?
It's called Cluck.
I've been watching you for some time now, Louis.
I was looking at that wig and I'm like, we need to do better. I'm hoping we get to see him in like real time, but I kind of have a feeling that he's dead, but he's probably not dead. I just want to see him in modern time too. This is cool. Actually, the wig isn't too bad.
That's fine, love.
Interesting. I didn't expect any of the openness to happen until he became a vampire. Ooh. Tasty.
It bears repeating. I did not consider myself a homosexual man at the time. I mean, I had had experiences, guilt, shame, power.
Oh.
You been married?
Twice, but we're not here for me, are we?
Interesting.
When you were using drugs, do you remember the best you ever had?
Berkeley, 1978. Some Mexican black tar that Carly and Pedro were slinging.
Imagine that flowing inside your veins again. Now multiply it by a mile to the rings of Saturn and back. He had taken what he called un petit coup, the little drink.
I have to write that down. That's cute.
Not enough to kill me.
Louis is not a vampire. He didn't sire him yet. A sire is when a vampire turns you their sire. So, like, Lestat will eventually sire Louis. He's just un petit coup right now, which is keeping him probably not going insane, wanting to suck his blood all the time so bad, because he's getting it in little doses. And I guess he's keeping him human to use him in whichever way we're about to find out. I wonder how long. I kind of want him to be a vampire soon, though. I don't, you know, but we'll see. So Paul doesn't want this to happen, which means Levy is probably no good.
Half of y'all don't know this, but these no good boys used to shuffle for pennies on Sunday. It's for me, my wedding day.
Paul, do it. Tap dance? I did Irish step dancing when I was a wee gay little boy. Wow, they really had to like learn this. Kill him. Pin drop. Ooh, money. I wonder why Paul is like iffy with Trevi. He's not giving me bad vibes, even though he should be because of Paul. He seems sweet.
Go miss it. Paul, I have to concentrate. Okay. I'm popping up for like 3 boudin.
Ooh, nice shot.
Beef.
This is cool.
Buttons on your vest gonna pop off like that.
Beautiful.
9,517. How many days we been in this house?
You do that math all by yourself?
Remember that day I got taller than you?
Always bringing it up.
Daddy said I was gonna look down on you for the rest of the days.
Yeah. Half an inch.
That was a good month that month. And you should marry Hazel.
Hazel?
Hazel?
The one you were dancing too close with. Dance that close, you ought to be married. You still doing business with that man Lestat?
Nah.
Didn't work out.
That's good, because he the devil.
You think everyone's a devil.
He's here to take souls. He told me so. He spoke to me without moving his lips.
He got tricks is all. Ain't never gonna see him again, Paul.
You think Levy loves her enough? You know, Grace needs a lot of love.
I do.
You think he's giving her everything he's got inside him?
Mm-hmm.
Mother made a good party for Grace.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna talk about this one for years.
Yeah. I love you, Louis.
I love you too, baby brother.
They're cute. Is something gonna happen bad right now? No. Don't. Stop!
That was the last sunrise I ever saw. Perhaps the kindest thing the dark gift has given.
I have chills.
I don't miss the sun.
Why did he do
The
that?
reminders it carries.
This is a sick setup, but no. Oh my god, and it's been so many years and he misses him.
I've seen death over and over and over and over again.
Wait, so we're not gonna like get into if he's like supernatural.
The diagnosis you received, Daniel, it winds your clock.
I'm gonna die. They're gonna die, but not the vampire.
The vampire is bored. The human was destroyed, utterly destroyed.
Everything is going as it should. Good men there.
You must have said something to him to make him do that to himself.
What?
Paul slipped and fell, Florence. I don't think this is something you want to pursue.
He was a fragile boy. You always had to have the last word, didn't you, Louis? You always had to take him down a peg. Oh, what did you say to him? Why was you even up there?
What? He didn't say anything.
You don't get past the gates. If and you kill yourself. Paul's in hell because of you.
Oh.
Lestat's ambush had disoriented me. The sermon that was given I could not hear.
Ugh.
And when the gathering cut loose the body, I could not join the transformation of those in attendance. He would not let me.
Come to me.
That's so horrible, especially because he said the devil thing, Paul.
Walk you home, Mama?
No, thank you. Livy, do you mind?
Oh, are you kidding me?
Of course, Mama, do that.
Didn't mean nothing about it.
Well, she did.
She just needs to put it somewhere. Don't let it inside.
See you back at the wake?
No.
Come to me.
Miss Little.
My dear.
I don't care if she's busy with someone. I pay more.
Miss Lily died, Mr. Dulac, 2 weeks ago. Police found her under the docks. Said she contracted the fevers that's been going around.
Yeah, Mama.
I'm a drunk, Lord. I'm a liar. I'm a thief, Lord. But I look in the mirror, I know what I am. And Lord, I drag my family into this mess with me. I shamed my father. I failed my brother. Lost my mother and sister. And rather than fix it like a man should, Lord, I run. I lay down with a man. I lay down with the devil. And I can't think nothing anymore but his voice. Help me! I'm weak! I want to die!
You don't see how unworthy he is.
How can you humiliate yourself like this?
Killed it.
Cut short that magnificent life she was living.
Ain't no fever out there. That's you.
I give death to those deserving. I'm not the devil.
Well, then why did you just kill the father?
I can't give you death.
Oh god. That's so cool. Oh my god, this is intense. This is done really well. Oh, I knew it. Oh my god.
You're beautiful. I saw that sorrow. It was so voluminous. I can take away that sorrow. I can give you that death. I can swap this life of shame. Swap it out for a dark gift and a power you can't begin to imagine. You just have to ask me for it. You just have to nod your beautiful head and say yes.
Because otherwise he couldn't?
I love you, Louis.
Or what?
You are loved.
It is difficult to explain how his words disarmed me, how efficiently succinct and impenetrable his argument was. All my conceptions, even my guilt and my wish to die, seemed utterly unimportant. For the first time in my life, I was seen.
Be my companion for all eternity.
Damn.
He drained me the very threshold of death.
This is not an petite coupe. To become a vampire, they have to suck your blood, and you have to suck their blood. It's like a whole big sucking thing. Usually, you're just gonna die. Why am I still talking to you? Sorry. Buffy quote.
Like the pounding of a drum. Like the pounding of a drum. Buffalo. In my veins. Drum, and then the other drum. I opened my eyes, and it was then that I realized the drum was my heart, and the other drum had been his. And we sat there for some time. The end. The beginning.
The end of the beginning. The cry blood, I like that. Okay, Slayers, episode 1 was really good. I'm very into it. I'm curious if Daniel is going to turn into a vampire at some point. That would be really interesting. I really want to see Lestat as a more modern vampire if he's not dead. I wonder if Lestat has, he mentioned having brothers and sisters, or definitely brothers. I wonder if he like killed his family, if we're gonna get into that. Did he make any of his siblings vampires? I'm really liking the vampire lore around this. It's cool what the vampires can do. It's not like Twilight, like them glowing, sparkling. I love Twilight once again, but the lore is a little weird. Obviously, we gotta circle back to Grace, Louis' sister, because like, no, I feel like Paul made it a point to like mention Levy, so I feel like something bad has to happen with that, because like why would that have been mentioned? And I really can't believe Paul, Lily, Miss Lily, and Father Mathis are all dead in episode 1. Okay, moving right along to episode 2. Let's get into it. Okay, he's vamped out, so what's next?
Did you hear that? I keep hearing that sound.
Well, the building sways a bit, but that is according to its design given the height. We call it the ground. It won't disturb your meal, which is ready now.
Did you always work for him?
Please, have a seat.
Sign an NDA? I mean, is it only work, or are you and he...
I serve a god. It is my honor to serve. Mr. Dupois-Dulac will join you at course 7.
7? How many courses are there? Fattening me up for the inevitable end?
Interesting. Yeah, we gotta learn about all of this going on. Like, are these people vampires? Well, the one I would definitely assume is.
There he is. Can we turn down the music?
2 vampires walk into a church. That's where we left off. Bliss was merely a stage in my transformation. Pain followed.
Your body is confused. Your lungs feel like water, your heart fire. You feel as if you're dying. Because you are.
Oh my god, it's so scary.
And then there's the red shirt. We live off the blood of the living, lap up the blood of the deceased, and it'll suck you right down into death along with your victim.
So dead man's blood, no good.
Louis, there's a spark. Lestat's blood was giggling inside me, teasing my senses, illuminating the district with overwhelming detail.
Your ears will pick up the world like a maddening symphony. Follow my voice, a single string. Your eyes will wander, led by your hunger. Are you hungry, Louis? They were your brothers and sisters once, but now they're your savory inferiors. Hunting is an art. You have the power to subdue anyone you want. Straight to the prettiest girl at the party. But you'll spend most of the evening trying to separate him from his crew. You'll race the sun for the kill, and when he turns up missing in the morning, you'll have half the frigate on the prowl looking for him. In the beginning, it's best to let the food come to you.
I was a baby bird in Lestat's nest.
So I'm taking my daughter to look at horses, Palomino. I'm doing pretty good for myself. It's a new century,
Boring.
new John.
Use all up out of a horse. This is what happens.
Nothing but relentless questions at that age.
That's right. Harvest. You gentlemen down here. Now, what do you grow? You grow cotton?
Sugar.
Sugar.
Careful, Marshal. You're beginning to frighten the man.
So I look. Gas-powered, open-geared, beast of burden. Ooh, la la. Fancy right here. Just to be clear here, gents, we are here to talk about farm equipment. Am I right? So thank you. You on your sleeve.
Whenever you're ready, Louis.
I knew it. I knew it.
Poor man.
Right the neck, Louis. No, you don't bite the blood. You suck it.
Ouch.
Yeah. Good. Son, you'll be a natural.
Go see Grace and Paul.
Oh, dear.
You ain't fucking hear me!
I need to go home.
You're going to find that very difficult.
Ooh, he's so cool. Oh my god. Wow. That was cooler than Buffy, wow.
The laissez-faire attitude of the local police. Perfect setting for a vampire home.
Really
Vampire
is.
romance.
Ooh. This is so fun. What's really cool about the way this is set up is the main characters are evil and we're following evil vampires. Like, it's always like the good person interacting with the bad guys. Like, it's cool that we're like insiders on the evil. You know what I mean? It's like if Buffy
get
was
to your
just
own
about
soon
Spike and Drusilla's relationship, which would have been
You've had
sick.
a long life. Have a rest. It's okay. You can be on top.
Hell of a bender.
Hot.
I got in that coffin on my own free will. In the quiet dark. We were equals.
White master, black student, but equal in the quiet dark.
Grab it 3 ways and Volpe's Repelli. Or
No.
Back to the salesman for a sec. Clearly you were haunted by it, the
Is
taste of his
that a
blood
dog?
and the...
I can't concentrate. I cannot concentrate. I hate this. Oh my god, it's so crazy how we could see humans die. Like, he just talked about his fucking daughter. I'm like, bye, bitch. But like, I can't hear this thing cry. What is it? Is it a dog? Oh, it is a rabbit.
Vampires are killers.
Right now, and we keep it at that. I do not want to see that again.
Our book must be a warning as much as anything. I was haunted by the salesman, and as a fledgling vampire, I did not readily take to killing. Right. And you gonna sit on that skill for how long?
Every human thought boils down to 3 things. Food, sex, and want to go home. Peel away every sound until you find his heartbeat. His mind is just another bodily sound.
Day and a half since my last meal.
I want food. Shall we?
It's not cheating with a woman, because I can't get pregnant.
I want sex.
I'm gonna ditch this town and be somebody.
That's not.
I'll give it a moment.
Well, I'll just go home.
Voila.
Wait, I saw a little flash just now of his house.
You'll see as your powers grow, you can see their thoughts.
I don't love that vampire lore because I don't like... I hate when they're like too powerful. Humans just have no choice. Like in Buffy, a human can kill a vampire. Where True Blood, Twilight, you don't stand a chance. And here, you pretty much seem like you don't stand a chance. I'm just saying. I'm writing my vampire book, and if someone was to read mine, it would just kind of be like a special skill they had. Kind of like Twilight, where Edward could read minds, but not everyone can. Like each vampire has a specialty. Like that's kind of cool, but for everyone to just read minds, I don't really like that.
What am I thinking right now?
He can't read vampire minds.
You'll have to tell me yourself. A sacrifice is made when the dark gift is shared.
You can't read my mind anymore?
The architects of our creation mean to humble us. We're at the mercy of the other's discretion.
My unwillingness to separate from humanity was a constant struggle in my vampiric existence. I felt it was essential to maintain ties, but it was getting more difficult.
Look what the wind blew in.
Mama, you remember Lestat?
Madame de Pontelac, all the kindness for the invitation.
I don't remember inviting him, but please, take your overdressed self and have a fine time. Move half a mile away. Don't come see your family for half a season.
Well, you
don't come back for
said what you said.
Haven't heard a knock on my door. It's a half mile both ways, Mama.
Look at his nails. He's getting his fingernails done. And the glasses. Some fashion. Certain men like him do, Lord.
Our doc says I gotta wear them from now forward. Sensitive eyes. You seen Grace about?
Yeah, how's Grace doing?
Oh, been too long.
Wait. Oh my, you making me an uncle out here?
Who told you?
Homie twins.
Love that. My cousin's pregnant with twins.
Take them glasses off and look at your
Don't,
baby
give me those
sister.
bags.
Your eyes, like a church window.
Same eyes, same me.
Different you. Better you, I'd say. You hide from me this long again, I'll hunt you down and slap you sideways. What is this? I don't need your money.
The babies.
Stop it with the babies. One's gonna be plenty.
It's 2 of them.
Well, this will come in handy then.
But Mr. Fairman gonna have himself the most profitable sporting house this side of Basin Street.
These balconies have to be decorative only. Building codes allow those for residents, not for business.
But that's only if you call it a pocket.
What are you calling it?
Fire escape.
That's clever, my boy. It's very clever.
Dozen rooms, proper acoustics for the musician.
Well, you really do have a mind inside that head of yours, don't you?
So every detail has to shout exclusivity.
Bright and industrious, huh? Farscape. Now, I must say I had my doubts, but you really have earned your 15%.
You truly are an exceptional Negro.
Thank you, sir. Exceptional Negro. Thank you, sir. It was the call and response of my entire life. I had let them talk to me like that so long, I stopped hearing it. Yes, sir. Smile, nod, yes, sir. I have powers now and decades of rage to process, and it was both random and unfortunate the man picked that night to dabble in fuckery. If not him, would have been the next man.
Louis, my boy!
So scary.
This was your man's escort sent to these states.
I was hungry.
Stone throw from your place of business. What were you thinking?
Disrespecting me. Complicated situation we got here is what I'm saying.
A couple of parish priests go missing. People say fine. The police will be looking for this man, Fledgling.
That's why we got this piece here.
You need to show restraint, Fledgling. I don't like sleeping angry.
For the record, if disrespect was done to you, I would have killed him myself.
He's such a little queen.
Well, what can I do to make it up?
This is so cute.
I want to buy the Fair Play Saloon.
That's ambitious.
You don't want to help, I do it myself.
Ridiculous of you to mix human and vampire business. It always ends poorly.
But how can I stop you?
How can I say no to you?
And I was now the owner of the brightest club in the district. I opened the doors to anyone with money to burn. I paid the staff better, paid the band better. Then I paid back every cent I borrowed from the stock. You fellas know where I can find a Fair Play Saloon?
So how long are you in town for?
From 1912 to 1917, I made a mountain of money. Enough to retire and be buried like a pharaoh.
We named him Benjamin. Benny, did you even meet the twins?
We really time hopping, which is fun.
Let me fix you some.
I'm good.
Oh, your nephew. He's the quiet one, this one. The other two, the twins, Lord help us. All right.
Baby's blood must be sweet, though.
You should stay the night. Let's see if it goes back down. Let's see. Okay. Let me just see what the heck's going on.
Oh my god. You got this, Louis.
I no longer kill. My last victim was in the year 2000.
Oh, wow.
Some Y2K disagreement?
I want our readers to understand that.
Did you eat the baby?
I sit here, a master of my instincts.
And what about the others out there? Have they mastered theirs?
Just the opposite. Most of them are slaves to the blood.
2 questions. Did you eat the baby? And is the pandemic the opening they've been waiting?
Pandemic, the unraveling of geopolitical foundations.
And you know this how? You guys have a thread on 8chan?
I hear them. Our thoughts can travel thousands of miles to one another. I can stand out on my balcony. One of them, Brute in Madagascar, called it the Great Conversion.
The Great Conversion? Well, good luck with that.
Hello, Damek.
Hey.
Un petit coupe, a little drink.
Thank you, Damek. See you soon. As I was saying, I no longer kill.
You might have a drinking problem.
Oh my god.
Rashid?
The baby.
No.
I had him in my arms. I was ready to tear into him.
You've been skipping meals lately. Don't think I haven't noticed.
It's my nephew.
You have to stop seeing them, Louis.
Yeah.
Another opera.
Not another opera. Donizetti's comic masterpiece, Don Pasquale. And I saw the premiere at the Salvento do 73 years ago, and I remember it like it was yesterday.
I almost ate my nephew, Lestat.
I have a private box, and I had tuxedos made. I've been neglectful of our romance.
Yeah, you have.
I performed as his valet. Walked a pace behind him. Remained standing in the back of the box until the lights went down, and only joined next to him once the overture had begun.
There's one thing about being a vampire that I most fear above all else, and that is loneliness.
That's an interesting thing to explore as a vampire and making it connect with us, the viewers.
You take this feeling away from me, Louis. We must stay together and take precaution and never part.
How many of us are out there?
Oh my god, yeah.
How many vampires? Not many, I'm afraid.
Wow, that's so interesting. I didn't even think of that. We're gonna meet vampires other than them, I'm sure. Wow, I wonder who the first vamp's gonna be.
Maybe 100. 101.
Cute. He's the one. Why are there not that many though?
The touring production of Don Pasquale was a cheap affair, but The Soprano was everything Lestat said she would be. That was where Lestat separated man from food. There was one issue, however, that threatened to pop the bubble of our Italian holiday. And that was the tenor playing Ernesto. To be kind, he did not live in the Sopranos' vocal stratosphere. And Lestat was.
Find the key, babe.
I don't understand how someone like that can make it onto a stage.
It didn't help matters that the majority of the audience didn't seem to notice. And so Lestat oscillated his disdain between the tenor and the witless swamp dwellers in the seats below. Here I was, 6 years his pupil, and it was no different than the tractor
6
salesman.
years? He's about.
This poor soul was someone's son. He sat the tenor down, opened up the score in front of him, and sang as it was written. And you could see all the doubts the young man had about his art.
Sotterrando prematuramente il nostro povero Domenico Gaetano Maria.
So funny because I know a Gaetano and they call him Gaetano Marie, and that says Gaetano Maria. What?
So no more of your sound can pollute this world.
Why do you do this, Lestat?
I enjoy it.
Well, I don't. You don't have to humiliate him.
Well, I don't say that you have to enjoy it! Embrace what you are! You are a killer, Louis!
Interesting.
Come now.
It's also interesting in this vampire lore that the vampire has like the option to be good. I like that. Usually it's like the demon takes over and you're just evil. You're not the person you were at all. And more human and relatable.
He had cut the man tenderly so that he could not call for help, but also so that his death was slow. I listened to his thoughts as Lestat drank. I could see his life as he remembered it.
Flash.
Scenes from an Italian childhood.
This is so
The
horrible.
Easter pageant in a mountain village. An afternoon with his father on the sea.
If you finally submit to your nature, you will be filled with all the life you can hold. You will see death in all its life as it is only known at the very point of death.
And I'll say it for a third time, and no more. He had a way about him, and I was still very much under his power. We would drain the tenor for hours that night. Lestat, completely enthralled. Myself, pretending to be, afraid to disappoint. Lestat was wrong. I was never going to be a natural. I was never going to savor the aftertaste. A botched vampire.
What does this taste like to you?
Like almost all human food? Like paste?
Ew.
This is the dessert I had after I proposed to my first wife. I got my shit together. We were in Paris, little cafe on the Rue Servandoni. Alice, half of her eyebrow was blonde, like a mutt. She always dyed it back to brown. I liked it when she left it alone.
I have a feeling we're gonna see her. She's probably a vampire. Hot take. Cool. Alright, Slayers, with a new series, I'm always a little worried whether I'm going to like the show or not. My things are sunken in. I hope yours are too. I'm very into this. I'm so excited. I was like, how are we gonna like do better than Queer as Folk? Not even comparing. It's very much on the same level of excitement. I just realized at the end, the point of him mentioning the eyebrow, there's no Daniel mentioning his first wife, Alice's eyebrow, makes me feel like she's a vampire. I don't know, like I feel like it's gonna go like and like you're gonna see her eyebrow, it's gonna like click immediately. I don't know, maybe that's so random. I was interested in the saloon thing, but we're eventually gonna see the twins as adults. I really like Lestat touching on the loneliness and like saying like vampires could be lonely. That's very sweet and just such a evil way to get us hooked in, you know? He said 2 centuries. How long is a century? Is it 100 years? Yeah. So he's been around since the early 1700s. That's interesting. Are we going to get some backstory to him? And obviously, I would say like the biggest thing is, where is Lestat now? I feel like it wouldn't be fun if he was dead. At the same time, I feel like it goes without saying that he is dead. I don't know. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. If you're new, subscribe, hit the bell button to be notified every time I post, and please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me more than you know. I will see you on the next one. It's Billy, bitch. Hello Slayers, welcome back to my channel. Today we're reacting to the next 2 episodes of Interview with the Vampire. I just want to say welcome to all the new vampires and slayers out there. You guys seem excited. This show has exceeded my expectations. I'm very excited. Can't wait to see what the dead boys are up to. I recently had to cut out a lot from episode 1. It's really a damn shame, so I highly suggest you guys join my Patreon, but if you don't mind and you know the show, it's totally fine. But yeah, links will be below. Check out my letterbox if you're into movies so you can see what I'm watching behind the scenes. And also, I want to be a Twitch star now, so follow me there. Let's get into it. You guys warned me to not watch Interview with the Vampire the movie until after watching season 2. I low-key like don't have that much interest in watching it for some reason. I mean, I keep saying that and then I'm like blown away by everything. So I don't know, being a reactor really like sucks you in, pun intended, and I'm having so much fun watching anything with you guys than me by myself bored.
Do you ever think that we, that's to say our kind, were put on Earth for a life?
You guys also let me know that Lestat's hair is his own. In the beginning, he wore extensions, but he like grew it out. It's kind of seeming realer. I think in that one scene, it was just like that perfection, like George Washington vibe. So it just like looked like it was wig, but he's slaying. Also, I love that he is a super fan apparently. So that's really cool.
I desire blood as much as you do, but I wonder, should we be more selective?
What? Only eat redheads, the humanists?
The ones you admire. The poets, composers, the thoughtful man who designed this park you love so much. Shouldn't we spare them the randomness of our killing?
What's that I hear? Ah, yes, it's the angel of starvation passing over us.
Oh, these stupid people. Everybody's so stupid.
Him breaks into tenements and robs them of their meager possessions.
But don't mind the shaking. I've snapped his spine. It's merely his nerves spasming. Eat.
No. Can you just kill the man? No.
You're angry.
I'm pondering.
Pondering what?
Your night had nothing to do with ridding the world of criminals, or finding some morality to buoy your existence.
I do like the way Louis is thinking in just killing bad guys, basically, which makes a lot of sense. Good job.
Maybe I'm just pondering what I am.
For the infinitesimal time. You're a vampire.
You're a vampire.
Antoinette Brown and I will be here all night long.
I don't want to kill people anymore.
A fish that doesn't swim. A bird refusing flight. You're going to struggle. I favor the feline population of New Orleans. Your pianist has lost his passion.
What?
Mr. Martin, you have played the same melody the very same way for 2 weeks now. Your talent is immense, but your mind is elsewhere.
Think you could do better, Jeff?
This ain't your kind of music.
You can pretend you're a vegetarian. I can pretend the fool.
Oh yes, he's gonna do it. Oh hell no!
Oh, didn't that get your dick wet, gents?
Slay. There's no denying this. I wish I could play an instrument.
If I'm not mistaken, he improv'd the melody for what would later become the Wolverine Blues.
Wait, whoa. Hold on there. You're saying Lestat wrote the Wolverine Blues? This?
Yes. That's it.
Uh-huh. Talking about
I do not consider myself abused.
I mean, usually when you're a little too close to it, the abused still loves the abuser. But you flipped it completely on its head.
I'm not a victim.
50 years later, you talk like he was your soulmate. Like you were locked in some fucked up gothic romance. Why?
That's hot.
I am in my... The tapes are an admitted performance. This is the premise of our interview. Allow me my odyssey.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so they're a little magical.
You were the prince
Oh,
of the
I do want to touch on me talking about the vampire lore and like me saying how I don't like when vampires are undefeatable towards humans. Upon further thought and editing and you guys sharing your thoughts in the comments, because that this show is in the perspective of the vampire, it does make sense, and it is, I guess, fine or more fun for them to be unstoppable, because usually we're not following the vampire side, we're usually following the good, or like, you know what I mean? I do like it for this show, and obviously in general it's just like scarier. I think I was just like saying me personally and like what I'm writing, but yeah, I'm totally here for it.
1917 doesn't sound like it was such a bad year.
Rigged to burn.
Talk like you play, Mr. Lee.
The start filled in for Jelly the next night. He and Miss Brown dazzled the waiting Johns. He would do his killing away from me now. Out of respect, he said, for the choice I had made.
Oh wow,
Brought him
that's
back.
sweet. No, I can't.
The frolicking repeated itself every night for 2 weeks. They would add another song to their set and work on another at night while I tried to adapt.
Oh
to
my
new diet.
god. Not the
I barely had the
face.
energy.
That just reminded me of Buffy when Angel got his soul and he's going crazy thinking of all the bad he's done, and he goes and kills and eats the rat in the alley. It was not that graphic. Like they literally did After Effects to the poor mouse's face.
Had been. I understood the indulgence. I let it happen.
I don't buy. What do the employees at the Azalea say about Louis and Lestat?
I'll answer with a question. Are there 2 beds upstairs or 1?
You want to find out?
No one goes upstairs, Miss Brown.
Well, there's my answer. Oh, see, I'm the same. I like all sorts.
Or your blouse?
Enjoy yourselves. It's the purpose of living.
Okay, bisexual man. Did you guys tell me if either of them are gay in real life?
A dentist from Tallahassee. There's
Oh.
a dentistry convention in town. She has talents.
Ah.
Are not enough.
Yeah.
Don't laugh.
No.
I was gonna say, like, I wish I could just, like, walk by, have fun having sex. Like, no hard feelings here.
No. You have some squirrel on you.
No, don't.
We'll be
Ew.
together 10,000.
I can smell her on you.
From time to time.
Hot take, they're gonna make her a vampire.
Variety. We're communicating so much better now, no?
So I can fuck whoever I want.
Of course. Of course. As
You
long
know
as you
what? I hope he fucking gets jealous. Of course. Like, to be that... I wish I could be freer.
you come home to me. Of course.
The Western Front started receiving American troops. It required that all prostitutes of colored or black race move their business across Canal Street. This was the heart of my business. The very men who signed the ordinance in the law were some of my best clients.
How'd you manage it?
I gave 5% of the business to my girls, made them all owners. Lawyer said if they were owners, we could file a writ saying 4118 was, how do you put it, Briggs?
Deprived us the use of our property without due process of law, denying us equal protection under the Constitution of these United States.
No security guard on the doors. That's a woman counter's coin.
We're writing another ordinance. You know that, don't you?
Counselor's not your problem, Louis. It's Woodrow Wilson. This war he's backed us all into. He's one man on a council of 17, Louis.
Maybe he's still sideways because I turned down his 15%.
I'll admit, I prefer the days you let us win on occasion, days of deference.
What is it?
There's a gentleman asking for you, Mr. Dulac. A man in uniform.
What I say, Mr. Anderson? The war's coming knocking.
Jonah?
We the point Dulac.
Jonah, make it.
Dulac.
Told Grace you wouldn't remember me.
Of course I remember.
I'm surprised like someone in the streets hasn't like called Lestat and Louis gay and then like them like instantly killed them. Oh, is he gonna like him?
Grace?
Saw her this morning, getting the yacht ready for a birthday party.
Oh, yeah, right.
Birthday.
Twins. She got a twin girl.
Oh my god, wait. I also didn't realize in last episode. I have two theories about Grace. Louis' sister, I can't remember what it is, but I kind of have a hot take that she's might become a witch or might be a witch. I don't know if that's super random, but also I didn't realize that when Grace was checking upstairs on the twins, I thought one of the twins were up there. Like that was the third baby. So now she has 3 kids. And I'm assuming we're gonna do major time jumps at some point, and I feel like those kids are gonna be really tied into the story. And if I'm wrong, like, isn't that such a good idea? Maybe I'm thinking too much into it, because I mean, we don't even see Grace, but
What
yeah.
about Paul?
You don't know?
Where you been, Jonah?
Philadelphia,
Literally.
Spell, hotel work, and a gunpowder mill in Delaware. Oh, this might be a way to rise through the ranks. And look like you already rose up.
Hell yeah.
About a fair amount.
Rose up from the dead, bitch.
All right. You want all this? Sign me up for done all right.
You ever think about those old days when we were a kid?
Ooh. Louis did say that Lestat wasn't his first experience with a guy. And by the look on this guy's face...
How long you here for?
Couple nights, the boat over the ocean. Me and a couple thousand other fellas wearing this same costume. Gonna ruin those sharp shoes in this mud.
He's a living Louis.
There's nothing easy about my life, I tell you that.
And you've been blessed. Ain't aged a day since I seen you last.
And cursed.
Worried about going over there?
Some nights. Me and my squad's all colored, so we mostly gonna be in the rear. And most of why I signed up is I kept hearing something about something they call European sensibilities. They care less what you look like, who you looking at.
Yeah, I got someone.
I figured as much. No ring on your finger?
Not a woman.
Well, what's he like?
He's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's not perfect.
To say the least.
But we kind of have this agreement.
One of those you can drive out to the bayou kind of agreements?
Good fit. It's uniform.
Ooh, it's time for him to do the sucking for once. Oh my god. Oh wait, he's drinking his own blood? Oh my god. Hey baby.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, okay, we're back.
How was your night?
Fine.
Different.
Boys?
The same.
Fine.
He found me, you know. Went to my old house on Esplanade. Grace told him where to find me.
An old love.
Yeah, before your ass.
Early fumbles.
Fumbles.
He was 16. I was older. We both knew even then we were a little different. I was Antoinette.
Tedious. No, I don't see that happening again. These affairs always flame out. Shall we have a night out tomorrow?
I was gonna go see Grace and the kids. How about after?
Fine. Lock us in with you.
What is that about?
The mud on his boots could have come from anywhere.
Was it raining that night?
No ring on your finger?
Not a woman. I would meet Jonah decades later.
What did he say when he met you again when you were young and he wasn't?
Oh my god, the kids. I've been wanting to see them. Okay, this is gonna give me more an insight on if my Grace theory is completely on or off, so let's go.
What's this afternoon?
Seeing my invitation got lost in the mail.
You want to come around? You come around when people are awake.
6 months and you just show up. You're not welcome in this home.
I own this home. I'm the executor in charge, so welcome don't matter.
The devil walks at night.
What? What did you say?
What's going on out here?
Side, son.
Son, I'm your son.
Let me handle this, Mama Dulak.
We don't.
Coming off a little hot now.
I ain't come here to see you. Came here
They're
to see
afraid of
Grace.
you.
Get
That's
the
why
girls.
you didn't
Some
get
paper
invited.
Go to your room.
Those
What did I
screams.
tell y'all? There he is.
Grace.
Oh no.
Grace.
Get out!
Oh my god, I'm really sad. And I'm in full-blown chills. I'm dead. Like, he's like...
Oh, I thought we could have an orgy. You can fuck them. I can eat them. I brought them back after they cut the electricity at the Azalea. What? Miss Bricktop wanted you to have this.
I think she's on to us. I'm out of here.
Well, now that I know you have a type, I thought you'd be pleased.
Let's start.
Is he gonna make them just all die or leave? Okay, good. Oh my god, are they gonna die? Just leave. Okay, cool. We're good. Everyone could breathe. I would make them everyone throw out their cups.
Where do we go from here?
Not funny.
What can I say? I'm a lot. I'm not perfect.
I knew you were there.
Oh my god.
You jealous?
Yes. I don't like sharing.
What about Antoinette?
It's different. I don't have feelings for her.
He did me some face and I drove him home. I heard your heart stamping! You watched the whole thing like some creeper.
And then I watched you pull over and drain a dog and run down an alleyway for 2 more rats. This is not a life.
That's because you took my life. I lost everything. I lost my brother. I lost my family.
Like, I'm sorry to the squirrels, but like, I have to bring this back to the pets. I'm so sorry. You guys are like, what? Dog? Like, can you just like eat the squirrels? And the rats are fine too. Like, a dog?
I'm supposed to get bodies in the door without hooks.
But to talk about the actual scene, whoa. And of course that fucking guy was there. Like, of course he was there. I didn't think about that at all, but that is hilarious.
Finn O'Shea, a man who used to work for me. Dirty house across the street. City ain't shut off his lights. Along with everyone
Okay, so the mud on the boots was because he was fucking there watching. Okay, duh.
Oh, so you just starting with the color businesses then?
Tedious Negro, still clinging to his Creole heritage like a life raft.
We're all hurt. If you move your operation to the quarter, just keep your girls out the window.
Maybe old Tom here had it right. Maybe in the end, Louis, a dumb pimp who got robbed blind years ago. It's been the break, I'm afraid.
Are you hungry?
Did you sell me the Azalea because you knew this day was coming, Tom?
You put a sir on the end of that. And he sold you the fair play for a price you set.
You ain't answering my question, Tom.
We're all in this together, Mr. Dulas. I'll be happy to buy the property back from you. 15 cents on the dollar.
So it is about the money.
What is it? This state I was in, I was what? You put up a sign like that, you're inviting chaos. And the hubris on display caused me to neglect my thirst. And in neglect, my thirst grew hotter. I could not stand it any longer.
What broken windows?
And I was through struggling. Rats, cats, dogs would no longer suffice.
Take a black man in America, make him a vampire, fuck with that vampire, and see what comes of it.
Yeah, game on. I'm so excited about this show, guys. Oh.
Breaking into my home is one thing. Making me drop my Atherton. Now that's a new blow.
You're here to threaten me, I suppose.
You think I have a vendetta against you, against your race?
Well, think that if you must. Storyville is the sinking ship, and naturally, you are the first to drown.
But that's your problem, Louis.
Always has been. You're arrogant. You haven't accepted your place in this world.
And your pale lover with this seemingly endless supply of capital.
Walk away.
Why's your heart beating so fast?
There's a harder way of doing this.
He's definitely gonna shoot him. Not that it's gonna hurt.
I'll let you reload.
You said I'm arrogant? What are you?
I'm a vampire. Wow. You guys gotta move.
I must confess I'm very proud of you, Louis. It goes against much of my teaching, but you managed to execute it with such aplomb.
I did it for my city, my people. Destroy our businesses and buy the land for cheap. Know what they're doing.
So that torturous death was for your people? That garish display of his body like some public art piece was for your people?
I didn't see this coming.
Save that life for yourself. You did what you did because it gave you pleasure. Companion of the dark gift. We should make this our anniversary.
Anniversary? That out there, that's on me. And that's why you and me ain't ever gonna work. That's why you're always gonna be alone. I ran from the quarter that night. I stumbled through the streets like an irrational child.
Can I help you? Please let me help. Don't help. Just run.
It was I who should pay for this sin. And then one of those inconceivable moments where who you were before, a rooming house. I could not save the Azalea. I could not save Storyville. I could not save the aunt on the wrong side of the wall. But I could save her. My light. My Claudia. My redemption.
Okay, so I love how this didn't make him go off the deep end. He did. He saw what he did, and it's not for him. He's gonna continue being good, right? Great. Really want to meet a vampire, a new one. I hope we get that in this episode, maybe. I'm so excited. Let's run it.
Dubai.
Is that not the beginning of Lion King?
I can't tell you that. Yeah, look, it's not an article, it's a book. I mean, we can do a chapter in Vanity Fair, but I haven't forgotten what a book is. This is a book.
You were scheduled to have your levodopa transfusion this week.
Been tapping my phone?
Mr. de Pointdulac has arranged a physician to administer it here tomorrow.
Well, I'll take care of it on
Your
my
doctor in New York was consulted and has given consent.
Where's Louis?
Mr. de Pointdulac will be resting. You are getting access to very precious items from the archives. Wear these when handling the materials. We suggest you begin on the left.
Wow, I want this room in my house. He's not being gentle enough.
Their blood is bitter. It almost makes you feel sick to drink it.
Auntie told me to stay put and keep away from the door. But when Auntie came back, she got stuck on the other side and brought the fire back with her. I closed my eyes and waited for the fire to take me too. I just prayed it wouldn't hurt too bad. That's when the Black Angel came. He was beautiful, and he carried me like I was made of feathers. The Black Angel took me to a fine house, and that's when I guess I was in heaven.
Is she gonna not be able to get better and then they're gonna have to turn her into a vampire?
Come, and the pain got worse. The Black Angel was crying. Why would an angel cry in heaven? And then I saw the White Angel.
Drain her. Please! I don't know where to bite. Her body's all... And she'll be what? A lapdog?
Not a dog.
A daughter. You were ready to abandon our home.
Do something for him, Lestat. Wow, I really hope this is like a daughter vibe and doesn't become like a sexual thing. Because she is young, right? I feel like, do we know
The
who
White
that
Angel.
is?
He bit me.
Oh wait, is he just gonna heal her? No, she's becoming a vampire.
And then I tasted it. And right away I felt strong as a streetcar.
Oh, this is exciting. New vamp, just what I asked for.
Enough.
I would like to see a well-seasoned vampire as well.
What I thought were angels were really hell demons. But seeing as Mama died, and Auntie, she was burnt up too. I
think she
decided
really is
to
a
make the
kid,
best.
like,
Right away, I had a lot
She's
of
gonna
questions.
be a terror.
So this my new house?
Is if you want it to be.
This my fountain? That's my... What is that?
I think they might have to kill her.
Where we burn the...
We'll get to that soon enough.
So where'd you find me? At my old house?
I heard you cry for help. We can hear people's thoughts.
Prove it. What am I thinking now?
You're wondering if your nails will be like that forever. And the answer is yes.
So you can hear me, but he can't. That make him the dumb one?
What's funny?
If he makes you, he can't hear your thoughts anymore.
Did he make you too?
He did.
What's she saying?
I'm not human no more, am I?
No, you're a vampire.
I can see where this is going.
How'd you do that?
You'll do it too, in time. My little milkweed. I'll teach you. Just like I taught Louis here.
My little milkweed.
But not if we're going to have family secret.
We're a family?
Yeah, but with no secrets.
All right. So what's that for?
That's where we burn bodies.
Uncle Les and Daddy Lou are rich.
This is cute. So this episode is gonna be like from her perspective, kind of.
You can endeavor on an experience.
Looks like she takes after me.
Tremendous. Fortifying myself for an evening of swan hunting. Back in the car, Claudia. Claudia! 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 No, get back here, Missy.
Aw, dads.
Young girl, where are your parents at this hour? I ask you a question, young lady.
Claudia! No! Don't! Let it go!
You're not a girl, you're the devil!
Stop while they're alive.
Don't eat cops.
Gotta listen to your elders when they're talking.
I wonder if she's gonna be in one episode or like
I'm gonna
she's
die.
really gonna be in it.
Is that how vampires die?
She'll settle.
Claudia! Claudia!
And the things I used to eat, I don't like so much anymore.
Claudia!
What comes out of humans is just so much sweeter. Me and Uncle Les have a nickname for it. Kill juice.
Claudia!
I gotta go to bed when the rest of the world wakes up.
Does she have her own coffin?
We got rules, little miss.
Good night. Night.
Night.
Put the pen down, Claudia.
Uncle Les, I got a question. You may me, and you may Louis. Who may you?
When I'm tired, I'm not so kind.
And where are the vampires at?
C'est toi qui lui fait ça.
C'est une fille curieuse.
That sounds funny in French.
Tu as oublié ta jeunesse.
Putain de merde! Bonne nuit!
Bonne nuit.
Good evening, sirs. Lost in the family?
A heart condition. Yeah, she gonna pass real soon.
Poor child.
We trying to accustom her to that.
I could take her measurements so as not to distress her any further than she already is.
It's so soft!
Something ain't right here.
I love it, Daddy Lou. Can I get this one, please? Please, can I?
A girl vampire needs her own space if she's gonna find herself in this no-day world.
That's a beautiful
I hope they
coffin.
got more of you.
This is
It's
so
never
funny.
great waiting for the car. How does it work? Love between two men.
It works like, I don't know, works like love.
You ever like girls?
I used to. Uncle Les does sometimes.
Is that what he's up to when he goes out alone?
Sometimes his kills get extravagant, and I don't like seeing it.
I don't know how you do that.
You can kill quick and painless, or you can get extravagant. There have been times I've gone a little too far myself. Some killing has a consequence. Fire in your house was a consequence. It came about because of one of my kills. I used to kill low.
This is nice. Like normally you take your kid out for like at lunch on a boat. Like they gotta do it in the middle of the night.
I thought Louis was your god. How does Muhammad feel about vampires?
Okay, so these are her books, all of them.
Dear new diary, nice to meet you. What adventures
This is
we
so
will have.
cool.
You've joined a happy home.
This was given to me by a marquis who was beheaded by a mob 10 years after he gave it to me.
I love it. Oh. How old are you again, Uncle Liz?
160.
159.
Daddy Lou, when am I gonna grow into this, though?
We'll find one of your size.
Eat. We laugh. We sleep. We love.
I prefer you like that.
This is
Phone rang
adorable.
last night.
Say again?
I'd never been to a wake. Hadn't even known Daddy Lou was Catholic. I didn't know he had a mama till he lost
Oh my
her.
god. Wow.
Never seen a dead one look so peaceful. You know what her last words were?
Who are you here with, honey?
My dad and uncle. Who are you?
It's your Aunt Grace and her husband Levy. You have a kid. Girl's an orphan.
You and her uncle are the right people to adopt an orphan. Maybe don't bring them to the funeral tomorrow. We need to talk about the house. You haven't needed it for years.
We can pay you in installments.
You and your white dad are doing fine in the quarter.
You forget what I did to that door, Grace?
Claudia has expressed an interest in going home.
I hate that their relationship is so ruined.
Daddy Lou said I've been away from people too long. I didn't know how to behave right anymore.
This is what the meat calls a lover's lane. Young people, swollen with passion. Yours? Mine. You must be most ferocious.
Kissing and tumble out.
Oh, this is how she's learning about the birds and the bees. I was thinking like she's gonna like want this. She was thinking it too, even when like they were together in the coffin. Like she's like, oh, I want to be that girl.
Jesus, man. What? Just crawl out of the swamp or something? Oh! There's something back there. Something evil.
Oh, yes. She's with me.
Uncle Les
Just
says
like
I gotta
that.
practice killing both the 1 and the +1 at the same time. But I came away understanding something else tonight.
You took her where?
I can't quite put it into words, but it's like something opened up in my head, in my body. I've been
Oh, she wants
18
to
for
grow
7
up.
months now. And it's time I started acting like it.
This is cool. Alright. Don't love,
Look at
but
you. I don't recall buying that outfit.
Jumped a girl in between speakeasies. I wear better though.
Don't do something he would do.
I'm gonna tell Uncle Les you're talking to me this way.
Happy hunting.
Isn't he so cute? Look who fell into her mama's closet. Playing dress up in the dark.
okay, I called it. This isn't it. I knew it.
Sorry about my horse, man. I'm glad you're back.
His name is Charlie.
You said 1132 Room, yeah? Drive by that house. Almost every night taking Mr. Sloan home.
I wanna know what his tongue tastes like. If he looks up, he asks you. If he doesn't,
Me. Not me. So cute.
No running, young lady.
I met Victor once.
I met Victor once.
Do you not like it?
no, I love it. I'm just trying to make it last.
You should say she's lactose intolerant.
So is this what you always do for a first date?
This isn't
What? Ask the girl to go somewhere fun.
cute, but
I'm what?
young.
I'm 19.
No way you older than me, Claudia. Wait for me.
I'm tired of waiting.
Kiss you a little longer. Claudia, you don't even look like a girl.
What does that mean?
You're an angel.
A dark angel. Is she gonna kill him? Oh wait, is she gonna turn him? That would be such a teenage vampire thing to do. Whoa, she's killed him.
Charlie?
I mean, what did you expect?
And I bit him. And now he...
It's easy to get carried away when you're young and in love.
Please save him. Turn him.
I can't.
I think it's too
You
late,
can't.
right?
He's dead. You didn't have to kill him. You killed him completely.
Let's start.
Just try, please.
You drained him dry. Now go on. Clean up after yourself.
Strict Daddy. Whoa, this is a great episode.
Stop squirming. Remember this? His face as it melts. This is why we never get close to mortals. They end up dead.
about us?
Oh, he just read that chapter.
Vivid writer, isn't she? A singular style.
Anne Frank meets Stephen King.
Oh my god.
Session
got chills.
4, Louis de Pontelac, the
I love Anne
child
Frank.
vampire Claudia. So, it begs the question, where were all these diaries in 1973?
Scattered. One in New Orleans, another in Paris.
Bullshit.
Claudia was everything. I loved her unconditionally.
She's dead.
All the noise, the simple joy of her hand in mine.
You had a daughter. I've got two. The love is kind of...
And if you were to come across their diary and learn in detail how and when you failed them, would you share those failures with a brash young reporter you met at Polynesian Mary?
Okay, so there is more.
I've been dreaming about old Mary's ever since you sent me the tapes.
Where have you reached?
1923-ish. Her date with Charlie.
Charlie's death ushered in one of the darkest eras in our lives. The fantasy of happiness burst.
A Band-Aid for a shitty marriage?
I was going something else. But yes, that's almost certainly what she felt like.
Can you say what you're gonna say though, please? I really want to know.
Flat-chested, hairless crotch, 14-year-old baby doll body as her mind and spirit turned 19, 20, 25, 63, 358. How does she even get up in the morning? Well, let me tell you something, can paper
Did she
diary.
kill herself?
I'm doing just fine. And how do I know that? Because the first man I killed called me the devil. And the last boy I killed, the last boy I'll ever love in this world, called me an angel. So that means I'm on the right path. I'm just getting started.
I'm just getting started? Okay, wait. Oh my god. Okay, that was a lot. That was so good. That was so good. I don't know if she killed herself at the end or just like is like hurting herself. Like what I love about supernatural series is that they're so attached to real life and relatable. So that might really hit people. As a creator, I am just fascinated. That was so good. I never even imagined them having this dad thing and having a kid. This is so good. We're on episode 4. Wow. Sorry, Charlie. You're dead. Claudia. We have to see more of her, right? Yeah, I think she's just like hurting herself. And in that one episode, years went by, like she was 25 technically. So that's really cool that we are like time jumping like so quickly like that. And it's so cool because like they're dead, so they're just living the same life, so it would just make sense to just keep jumping in time like this. Like I want to see like what's going on in the early 2000s, late 90s. I know like when he originally interviewed him, it was in the 70s, right? So we probably wouldn't get to the 90s until Above and Beyond. I don't know. I'm just like so curious. It's like just fun. Okay guys, I will see you in the next one. Please give this a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, turn the bell notifications on so you'll be notified anytime I post. And yeah, it's Billy Bitch. Hello Slayers, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today we're reacting to the next 2 episodes of Interview with the Vampire. If you know, you know. I'm very excited for these next 2 episodes. The last one ended with Miss Little Girl Vampire. Can't think of her name. Claudia. Is she dead? Is she not dead? Someone in the comments said something like almost at episode 5, so I'm very scared and excited. So with that being said, if you'd like to watch the uncut version of these episodes, check out my Patreon, link will be below. If you like the YouTube reactions, let's get into it.
I'm doing just fine. I'm just getting started.
Okay, so she's not dead, she's just self-harming.
Man with green vest, please no. Boy with inner tube and dog, let my dog live. Oh, here's a good one. Man in the last row of the Son of Chic picture show. It's a kill list.
Yes, the final words of her victims.
I'm trying to think of something more fucked up than this.
What's he taste like?
I didn't ask that.
You were thinking it.
Stay out of my head.
Honey and pineapple. He stuffs himself with both for days before he offers himself to me.
Refill. Can't browse the mortality data for 1923.
You wouldn't find the corroboration you were seeking even if you could. We burned.
Session 5, Louis de Pontelac.
For Claudia, all humans died with Charlie. I thought she was on a hunger strike.
Oh God. I guess I just have to give up my animal love. Was one of their wings broken? Stop. They were all broken.
She's not surviving on birds or nocturnals, Louis. She waits for that slither of time when I'm on the hunt and we've gone around the back to make nice with the rat catcher.
Oh, she's slowly starving herself. She's in there because of you.
Ça suffit. She's dining out, as I said she was. Am I gonna be a virgin every single time I do it? Won't my skin down there grow back like my hair does when I cut it?
Jesus.
That happened in True Blood too. That was poor Jessica.
I couldn't hear you over the tugboat.
What night is it?
January 5th.
Oh, I thought it would be summer.
You rode my...
All of it.
Whole families, half a parade crew, the incinerator will be overflowing. What did you do with them, Claudia?
Did you read my other ones?
No.
I did. Inked with ungratefulness.
Where are the bodies?
Where are they?
You gonna let him do this to me?
Stop lying, Claudia.
Abandon them, okay? Way to town. Never gonna forget what happened here. I hate you both.
We're out of town.
Charmaine, now get
Oh.
What happens when the next storm comes out the Gulf?
And they're all gonna have bite marks.
It's always a straight line with you, Louis. Yes. Yes, I am asking for your and Mr. Leon Core's support in my campaign for the Louisiana House of Representatives.
The floaters.
I read about that in the papers. 6 bodies, was it?
6? Try 56. But I tell you both something, because we're old friends. Every single one of those corpses has some soft part of it lopped off. Finger here, a foot there, a toe. Hell, one poor woman was missing her left. Only the left.
Sounds like there's a maniac on the loose.
Most of the poor fools they hooked out of the bayou. Don't be too startled if the police come knocking on your door. It's just a routine look-see.
You didn't invite us here for a campaign donation now, did you, Tom?
Tapped on the shoulder from Baton Rouge, tapped on the shoulder from the Fraternal Order. Both things can be true, Louis.
One each.
Interesting.
Good evening, sirs. My name is Deputy Havisham. Am I speaking with the owners of this townhouse?
You are. And can you explain your presence in it?
Well, we've had a few citizens go missing from Rue Royale. A young maid, not 2 doors over.
Oh, dear.
Your daughter let us in.
I was in the middle of cleaning when they knocked.
Oh, I have a few deputies searching the premises. Makes for a more efficient intrusion.
Why don't you finish your chores upstairs, young lady?
Found this, son. What is it?
It's an incinerator.
What does it incinerate? Yard clippings?
Waste.
We sell incinerators
To various American cities. Where garbage collects, rats congregate, infection breeds a problem.
This is not good.
This one's locked, sir. Knock it down. Oh, I'm getting ready for bed.
Did you find this?
I will refrain from contacting the Child Welfare League, but I don't like what I've seen in this home.
This chaotic little bitch. Sorry, I had to say it. Can't they like glamour them to make them forget everything that just happened?
Mr. Leon Core.
You wanted her. You fixed her.
Do you remember our life? How happy we were before her?
Happy? We were not happy.
Who am I supposed to love? You two have each other. Who's my Lestat? Who's my Louis? Not
Louis.
What human would want me? Perverts? Like the uncle at the rooming house who used to watch me pee?
No.
Or little boy?
No.
And 40 years from now, still little boy? How are you gonna fix it, huh? Which one are you
You're not my type. I like a full of figure.
Stop.
She's being impossible.
Why can't I make one? Why can't I make one? No matter how much blood I give them, they just lie there gasping.
What have you done?
No.
Did you try to make another?
Boy from Ponchatoula, boy from Holly Grove, boy with the bow tie out in Algiers. Make me one.
Because you turned out so well.
Because if you don't, I'm gonna go out there and find other vampires.
They would shred you to strips. You are a mistake.
I'll let you shut the fuck up.
He treats us like shit and you take it. Why is that? Gives me one love when you've got two.
Two? Did he tell her something that Louis
My
doesn't
girl
know?
down in Algiers sings torch songs with a flat
Oh,
note like
that.
that. Been following you, Uncle Les. You ain't been your careful self. He's gotten tired of us, Daddy Lou. The housewife.
Excuse me? He said he was done with her.
I've been
I
entertaining
feel
myself.
betrayed.
I'm using
Antoinette,
I'll kill her soon.
don't run off. I know we made some
Mistakes? But then why'd you take me home? Why not a hospital?
barely breathe.
But I was breathing. Maybe I'd have a handsome husband by now. I'd be sweeping floors, making dinners, nursing babies. Maybe I'd go to church.
You think on that, so.
Her perspective is so interesting.
I had no words for her. What words were they?
Because like it's just interesting that she would stay in this little girl's like mind. I mean, I guess it makes perfect sense. Wow, I would hate to be a baby vampire, a child vampire. My notes look insane.
She spent every night for half a decade with no friends, locked in the emotional storm of puberty.
Half a decade.
Look, Charlie Manson wrote a couple of beautiful songs. Still, he was Charlie Manson.
Is that all you think of her?
Mostly. I also think she makes you and Frenchie look like a couple of whiny existential queens. Probably why she's a fucking gold mine.
I won't have her exploited.
Won't matter what your intentions are. It's the world out there now. She's the single shooter Xbox mouth breather shit they crave. Once you put it out there, they decide what it is.
Keep reading.
Keep talking.
Claudia's night rambles had exposed us.
Assume we are under suspicion. Assume our finances no longer provide us protection.
Naked kills outside the city. One a night. Unfortunates, undesirables.
No more incinerator. New locks on the doors. Shutter the windows. No parties. No friends.
But her absence, we were without her. A simmering pot of resentments.
We should leave the city. Start anew. Turn a betrayal into an opportunity.
I really want them to, but
Los Angeles.
Paris.
that's a big budget change.
We should dismantle her room.
You don't touch her room. She'll be back.
No, she won't.
So she ran away?
We would be underground for 7 years. I longed for Claudia, sending out telepathic thoughts of remorse in every direction. But she had shut her mind off to me for some time then.
Ooh, that's cool.
And so I was left to revisit old haunts. Claudia, come home. I know I can make it right again.
Now, what were you doing in the library? You're not allowed in there.
My mama works here. She cleans classrooms. I read while she's cleaning.
You can read. Oh, a little thief. You're coming with me.
What are you gonna do after that?
What?
What's your next move, you think?
You are not allowed to ride one of those things on campus.
I'm sensing a love interest.
You can't read. I can't ride. This guy knows all the rules.
This is our school. Where is your fighting pride?
You hungry?
Oh, he's a vampire. Love that.
You draw me into your gloom.
It's your fault she's gone. If you hadn't pushed her,
Claudia.
you hadn't done yet.
Claudia. I cannot listen to this insanity about Claudia.
He
one more
doesn't even
time.
care
Damn
about
the
Claudia.
man.
Used to work for Mr. Henry Ford in Detroit. Sent about 20 of us over to a place called Copenhagen. Built a factory. Met my man.
I literally went to Copenhagen this year. Check out my vlog. I will absolutely put it in the cards.
How'd you get back home?
Faked my own death. Shipped back on a boat in a coffin.
Nah.
Met my maker walking the harbor one evening. Trouble punching the clock.
He
after
became
that.
a vampire in Copenhagen.
Faked my own death. Shipped back on a boat in a coffin.
Nah.
That's sad.
Got to hear my own funeral. No lie. Poor fella digging my grave, flies arrested in the family plot. No lie.
Oh my god. That is so crazy that he faked his death. Like he went to his own wake and he heard everyone's voices that came up to the coffin and paid their respects and he heard it. Crazy.
What was he like? Your maker.
Great question, Claw.
Strange. European. We didn't get on much.
You and I running from the same thing then.
Wonder if it was a boy
I
or
was
a
calling
girl.
out your name every night. Is that Louis?
You heard his voice?
Thought I was the only one stateside. Then I heard him calling out, Claudia, I'm sorry. Claudia, come back.
It ain't like that. He's more like a dad.
I thought, oh, now there's 3 of us. Got me wondering what it'd be like. Ride with others, hunting a pack.
Oh my god,
a little
he's
gang
gonna
of
meet them.
vamps.
Little fang gang. Parents named me Bruce.
Bruce, you don't kill like a Bruce.
What do I kill like?
You kill like a killer.
You like books, right? I got a book. You're welcome to it. Got it off a girl a little older than you.
Not the kind of book I'd read.
There's good things in that book. Manners, how to be a nice young lady.
I managed just fine.
He was a bit sloppy out in Jefferson City.
How long you been
You shouldn't
following?
dump bodies in the Missouri, even if you weigh them down with rocks. The river's too fast. I find you build a shallow grave, sometimes a prairie burns faster.
How long you been?
About 5, 6 colleges or so.
How'd you do it?
I had good ears when I was alive. Got great ears now. Heard your name in the air. Something about the way it sounded. How old are you, Claudia?
104.
Always had a fondness for older women.
You're getting a little close there, Bruce.
You are being rude!
Why'd you do that for?
Because you were gonna run away. I knew you'd regret it. Courtesy demands that you, when you are a guest, shall show neither annoyance nor disappointment, no matter what happens.
Is Bruce like the villain of the season? Oh my god.
There are 4 pages torn out.
I will not exploit her.
She tear them out? Doesn't seem like something she would do.
It's clear what happened.
And she wrote about it, and I'd like to read it.
No.
Or maybe you can recite it from memory as you've demonstrated before. Torn out pages.
Don't ask again.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Dulac occasionally finds it difficult to talk about Claudia.
Got that?
Mr. Dulac would like to apologize and continue with the interview if you are in.
Hell yeah, honestly.
Still recording.
I think they both needed that.
Listen to this. Housekeeping staff of Vanderbilt University tried to rouse students who appeared to have fallen asleep at their studies, only to discover that they were, in fact, deceased.
Is that Antoinette? And I just realized, is she gonna be like way older now?
Lincoln
Did
University
she look
in
older?
Jefferson City. Her, it has to be her.
It could be her, but I am the one who is presently standing in front of you. And unlike Claudia, I am a full-blooded adult.
Crime scene, 7 deaths. In close proximity. Hello? Yeah, I could meet you.
For her to call him, she has something to say or something to ask. Like, I don't think she just like misses her brother, although that would be like really sweet. Thing she needs something, but this could also be the start of like redemption. I'm a little confused because if Claudia's 104, wouldn't Grace be dead by now? I mean, she would be.
We're headed north. Crash, clean us out. And don't offer.
Or are we just jumping
'Cause I'm
back
not
in time,
asking.
maybe?
Levy found some work near Boston. You're not my Louis. You can't be.
Beloved brother.
I pray myself old, thinking what to do about you. God never talked back, so this is how it has to be. You understand?
I spend time following Louis and Lestat now that I am my own woman.
Following?
With no obvious sense of why I follow them, other than meaning slowly disintegrates without them. But today at the cemetery, I finally understood something so obvious. Why they made me to be Louis' sister.
Oh my gosh. Okay, but how did we end off with Bruce?
I've come to apologize. I put you both in a bad spot. I wasn't right in my head. I am now.
Apology not accepted. How is college?
I've read a lot of books. Started with Persia and Babylon, the old gods who long for blood. A Romanian tract on vampires. A strange old Hungarian text, Massacatione Mortorum, the true and dead. I plan to leave for that part of the world as soon as I can.
I want to go to Romania
Quick
so
stop
bad.
home to do laundry before you fuck off for good.
A quick stop to pick up Louis.
I would love for them to go somewhere else. I don't know why.
What I've read is lies, then tell me what's true. 7 years and what's changed other than you need a housekeeper?
The vampires out there are vicious. But you've learned that already. Who did you meet out there in the American hinterland? The vampires in Europe are much, much worse. How did Charlie taste? Like the love you'll never really know?
When he's scared, he ridicules.
She was a destitute little girl.
And we took it from her.
Come with me. Come with me, Louis. I thought I could live without you, but I was wrong.
Louis, 1,000 nights of sulking, and the first sight of her, you were just gonna up and leave me?
Please come with me. Let's meet vampires worthy of your love.
Get the fuck off!
Oh my god. Is he gonna do something to me? Oh my god. They're gonna bring this house
I don't want
down.
to fight like this anymore. I am trying to restrain myself. Stay back, Claudia. It's okay.
Dadaloo.
We're done. Stay where you are, okay? I fought myself a million times, fought my nature, controlled my temper. I never once harmed you.
Uncle Les.
It's Uncle Les now, suddenly.
He didn't do nothing. Let him go. It's me you want.
Listen to me, and listen very carefully. It was never you. I chose you.
I can't believe what's happening right now.
I have waited, Louis, in vain for you to love me as I love you. Just say it. Say at the start, I am never going.
This is so twisted. As us viewers, we're looking at Lestat like he's so bad when really Claudia is so bad too. It's just who you feel for. Lestat has really always loved him. Although Antoinette, but like that's just when he's bored or probably because Louis is not giving him the attention. So he's just filling his void. Like this is such a toxic triangle.
Never going to love you. It would help me a great deal to hear that from your lips. Call on me. Anything for you.
What is gonna happen? This show is so cool. Don't say anything. This is Wild Thornberries. I feel like Lestat's like fine now. He just had his bitch fit and he's gonna leave Claudia alone, right? Oh my god, it's the end. Okay, let's just get into episode 6.
A few shattered vertebrae, a punctured lung, blind in one eye for 5 weeks.
If he drank human's blood, would that not heal him without killing a human like what he's doing in current day? I really want to get into liking Claudia's character more now that her teenage phase is over.
He said it was more like floating, arising at will, propelling in a direction by the decision. He called it the cloud gift.
Hey, Doc, did you know there's a flying vampire apocalypse coming your way?
Most vampires do not possess the cloud gift. With few exceptions, only the most ancient of us have it. Is your medicine taking?
It's cold and itchy. Thanks for asking.
Are you still dreaming about our first meeting, Daniel?
I keep waking up just before you ask me back to your shitty apartment. Can you fly, Louis?
Ooh, are we gonna get a flashback of Daniel? I wonder. I feel like I talked about that in the first episode. I guess eventually we're gonna lead up to first interview, but is like the first interview irrelevant?
So for 20 years, you lived with the vampire Lestat, and you didn't know he had the flying gift.
The cloud gift. It was a remarkable bit of restraint he
I
managed.
thought we.
Why would he do that?
I thought we did know that he could fly. So why did he do that? Was it because that's how he'll really like hurt him, kill him? Basically?
He thought if he exposed all his power to me, I would never feel his equal. Lestat had disappeared after that awful night, vanished out of a profound sense of shame he would later confess to.
Oh my God, is
Which was just
Antoinette
as well,
gonna come back as like a vampire with him?
Claudia and I were in no mood to receive his apologies, and she dedicated all her energy
He's
to my
only ever
rehabilitation.
gonna love Louis.
If you ever want to talk about what happened to you while you were gone, you know you can, right?
Uh-huh.
Or you could just tell me his name.
You gonna be my knight in Vengeful Black?
I am the knight. Don't move it.
I didn't.
I hope we get more Bruce this episode. He seemed like a bigger deal than what happened.
I've been calling quite often. I don't know if the operator is patching me through correctly. I bought something from Louis' favorite bookshop. It's a book of hours. Extremely rare. 15th century. Silver and gold on the vellum.
No one here wishes to speak with you.
Perhaps we should let him decide if he wants to see me or not.
How's that for an answer?
Wow, Claudia's really adulting. She's a full-on different character.
Emily Dickinson is not a vampire.
How do you know?
Because she's dead.
How do you know?
Oh my God. That would be interesting.
And a front end they call a coffin nose. Isn't that rich? This one's yours. Mine's back at home, in blue. I'm back in town permanently.
Were you gone?
Across the river in Algiers. Louis, I don't know what possessed me that night.
3 years ago. That night 3 years ago, he means.
I was someone I don't want to be anymore. I've changed. Let me prove it to you. I'm nothing without you. I'm nothing without both of you.
Oh my God, this is not what I was expecting.
If you want me to go away, just say so. I'll live your life forever. This silence is cruel, and you were never cruel, Louis.
For 6 years in all, these raw and desperate mea culpas came like the tide. We burned more gifts than bodies in that decade, but they would not stop coming. And Lestat's relentless determination began to crack my considerable armor. Perhaps it was the modesty of the gesture.
Okay.
But in the spring of 1937, one broke through. He had written it himself in the music of the hour. His first composition in 100 years.
Love that.
And when the musicians they hired proved unsatisfactory, he played all the instruments himself.
That's his voice.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
He pressed only one album. Had the master recordings destroyed. You're listening to an inferior re-recording now. He had made the near-perfect Valentine with one flaw.
Pathetic.
6 years of begging. You think a song's gonna get a rise out of me?
This her sing?
It's a clear voice. I wanted no obstacle to the lyric.
Write me a song, put your lover's voice on it. What the fuck is wrong with your hair?
Louis is soaking wet.
I swim fast and not drive. Put some clothes on, get the fuck out.
This is my house.
Do I look like I care?
Well, stop.
Leave. You swam the Mississippi to find me.
I hate you.
As you should.
Oh my God.
You took Lestat back.
The vampire bond. There is no human equivalent.
Lover, murderer,
Maker.
maker. You took him back.
It's a bond that can never fully be severed. A bond like that makes you believe there are only two of you on the planet.
But there were three of you.
Yes, yes. Rule number 4.
Kill Antoinette.
Antoinette is my own private
Affair.
interfering in the romantic lives of her parents.
She's coming up on 33.
Maybe, but I'm not your child anymore. That's rule number 5. I'll be your companion, your sister,
Now I'm your cousin, now I'm your aunt. I am your maker.
but not my uncle or my daddy. I'm your sister, or that's the door.
Rule number 6.
I know I'm doing this for him. I wouldn't want to confuse you.
No lies. And that includes lies of exaggeration and of omission. If you can fly, tell us you can fly.
Sis, do you think I'm withholding? Ask your questions.
Is there anything else you could do that we don't know?
Did you have anything to do with Paul's death?
No, I would never hurt your brother.
It's just something I always...
Never.
Whoa. He can glamour people to do things, right? That was so left field. Wow.
Who made you?
Another good question.
His name was Magnus. He took me from my room in Paris as I kicked and screamed, locked in a room full of corpses. But they all looked like me, my coloring, my physique. He fed on me every night, and then he'd put me back in the tower. I thought for sure I'd be one of them, but instead he turned me into this. No grand history of vampiric origins or physiology, no rules. Just a sweeping end to a pile of money and the sight of him throwing himself into a fire. And then I was alone. I thought, I can't drink hot blood. I can't feed on others. I cried. I called to God. I didn't want this. But I have a capacity for enduring. It's why I don't particularly like being abandoned.
Kill Antoinette.
Years accumulated in the small city were catching up to us. Our home was often vandalized. Cowardly warnings suggesting we were no longer welcome. It was an awkward time. I loved Claudia with all my heart, and I loved to stop with a wounded one.
I'd like to ask a question, if that's amenable to you both. Is it still 4 legs for Louis and 2 legs for Claudia?
I eat what I eat. She eats what she eats. We respect our differences.
Well, it's always made me feel loathsome, like I'm looked down upon for my body's needs.
You don't actually need it.
There it is. It's an air of superiority when you say that.
Just saying you don't have to.
I agree. I know you don't mean to, but I feel the same. Feel tolerated.
Why didn't you ever say something?
Well, it's obvious she doesn't want to upset you.
I can speak for myself.
Every night we hunt, and every night these feelings arise. It breeds resentment. May I propose another rule? When we hunt human. We are a vampire. We should not. Call me a dog, but an honest dog.
Do you think you could try a little harder to get on with him?
Have you asked him the same question?
He's trying. Teaching the piano, the chessboard, isn't he?
He hasn't taught me to fly.
You're born with it or you're not.
Another one of his lies.
It's a lie.
Hello? We were wondering where you were.
It's his nature to lie.
I remember. You like souvenirs?
Thank you.
We should really think about repairing that mount.
No,
Enjoy living in a ruin, do you?
we leave the damage, so we never forget the damage.
If you could just give him an inch.
One sob story about his birth, and you're back to eating from his hands. Magnus could be a sous chef in Switzerland for all we know.
We're
There's a
all
staff of
making
control like you
compromises to
watch.
make this right again. I'm drinking the blood. He ended it with the singer. What are you doing?
I'm enduring.
Do more. She's grown very protective of me. That's what this is.
She came back altered when she left us. There's a darkness in her that wasn't there before.
Give her a little time.
It feels so cozy.
They were more like each other than they wanted to admit. They both sought out weakness. They reveled in the exploitation of it, and they romped with joy as I played audience to their joyless exchanges.
Tell us
I
about
could
your
see
first
that.
love, Nikki.
Nicholas.
That's the song you wrote for him.
Tis.
Do you write songs for all your lovers? I think this one might be better than yours, Louis. Does that mean you loved Nikki more than you loved Louis?
Ignore her, Louis. She asks these naughty questions to gain advantage in the game. And I once again put you in check.
Did Nikki kill himself like your maker Magnus?
Check.
Where
Or
is
did you kill him
Nikki?
like you did Antoinette and how you tried to do with Louis?
Claudia.
Nicky passed on after he and I parted ways. Took me over a century to try again.
Do we think Claudia's actually dead? It would be shocking that it didn't show that, you know?
I'm sorry for your losses, Lestat.
Oh, it's you who lost, Claudia. For the many hundredth time, I admire your steadfast pursuit of a game you clearly have no acumen for.
My master taught me how to play, but only enough to occupy his time.
I think I'll hunt alone tonight.
I'll come with you.
Thank you.
Poor Master and his pain. It's an honor just to sleep under Master's roof.
And I know she's talking to you.
You're ugly when you act like that.
Better ugly than blind.
She's an affected, self-absorbed, nasty little creature who's fooled herself into thinking she's smarter than she is, and she is poisoning Louis against me.
You don't need her, and you don't need him. They don't appreciate you like I do.
I've given her so many gifts, so many incalculable gifts, and you're right, it is both of them. That's why I need you. You're like me. You like to laugh.
You make me laugh all the time. We should go away, Lestat. Los Angeles.
You want to be a movie star.
Well, now that I'm dead, I can be whoever I want. I've been working on a new name. What do you think of Marie LePere?
Don't be ridiculous. There's no place for me other than New Orleans.
I can't
New
believe they
Orleans.
just want to stay here.
You got me stashed away here in Ponchatoula. How am I supposed to make a career here? But promises were made.
And promises will be kept.
I am withering here, Lestat. Who's gonna hire a singer who don't sing? Who's a cripple?
That's what gloves are for.
Oh, that was her hand to
They
prove.
mean to make you mad. I love you, Lestat.
I love you too.
Lestat doesn't know that they're there.
He'd been told to do something, and brat that he was, didn't like being told what to do.
I'm sorry, Louis.
So what are they
It's
gonna
all what it
do?
He's the father of lies.
He doesn't love her.
You heard him say it.
Odds are a town away, done by design. He wanted us to discover it.
But why?
Because he's all kinds of fucked up. Because he would have killed her in a second if he thought I'd take him as he is. And I probably will.
So you ain't gonna tell him that you know about it?
What difference would it make?
There's a train leaves every night for New York. We could hide out in Harlem for a few, then hop on a boat. Take us anywhere we want to go. We can get on that train, Louis.
Louis. But every night I feel a little crazier.
And off to Antoinette.
I'll see you both at dawn.
Give us 100 more years of this.
Train's leaving in an hour. Get off that bench.
I just hold you back.
When he hurts you again, and he will, come find me. I'll be in
Pride.
Ployashti.
Kid never get that one to tumble out. Right. Hey, sis. You don't need me. You think you do? You don't. You're smarter now.
She should go on her own. Because this is not the vibe either. Aw.
She, of all things on the earth, deserved a nice seat and a wide window to watch the countryside blur before the glass. This is the part of my story back in San Francisco where you said, make me a vampire now. I'd give it to you now. I still had time to watch your daughters marry.
And divorce and die. Save it for the rent boy.
May I be excused, Mr. Dulac?
Are you planning on slapping me again, Daniel?
No.
I teased the sun that night in Jackson Square. Thought about the walking cane and pile of ash they'd find in the morning. But Paul had forever ruined Grace's wedding night, and I would not do the same to Claudia on the anniversary of her escape. Back to the undeserving Lestat.
Germany's invaded Poland. Horrors unleashed.
Since when do you care about humanity?
Well, I don't. But to think, our sister, impulsive tot that she is, was on her way to holiday in Europe. I'm so glad she decided the better of it. We'll have to make it up to her stateside somehow. Won't we, Louis?
Tickets, please. Tickets, please. You're riding the New York Limited.
Wait, so why is he just not letting him go? I
Claudia.
would think he'd be fine with her leaving, no?
Claudia!
Oh god.
You left without saying goodbye. You'd think your creator had earned the courtesy.
You didn't want me. You made me for Louis.
And he needs you now, more than ever.
He said I could go. He picked you over me.
Oh god. He's big.
Decrepit, targeted, and weak as he is, the stem would hold.
Let me go, Lestat.
He's very fragile right now. Worse than the last time you abandoned him. I love our family, but the rules are no secrets. When I put my mind to it, I can hear the thoughts of other vampires at a very great distance.
Bastard.
He thinks of you often, Bruce.
Fucking bastard.
I couldn't agree more. What he did to you was in very poor taste. If something like that happened to you again, back in your cage, sweetheart, we endure each other for Louis' happiness. So come home and make him happy. Because if you try this again, Claudia, I won't snap your leg, defile your pocket, and zoom off on a motorbike. I'll turn your bones to dust.
It's so crazy. Like, they keep doing storylines that it's like, wow, this is going to a whole different direction. Bruce is the big bad of the season. Like, they're going to spend the rest of the season looking for Claudia. Then Claudia, I'm thinking she's going to go on her big adventure. And it keeps going back to this toxic threesome, dysfunctional ass family. But it's like, you actually don't want them to be apart at the same time. So it's okay, we're back. It's good. But this is bad. Like, we're right back to where we were.
I've been having a thought the last few days, Louis.
What's that?
I think he killed Magnus. I think the vampire made him a slave. And he would be a slave no more than I would. And so he killed him. Killed him before he knew all the things he could have known. And now he's gone and made us slaves to him.
You've become quite predictable, my sister disappointment.
We have no more use for him. And he causes us misery with no horizon.
Well, the bishop can be captured. I see the trap.
I don't like what you're feeling right now. You cannot kill.
I love you, Louis. I don't say it often enough anymore.
If you love me, then listen to me. I beg you.
If you're going to beat Lestat, you have to become Lestat.
The bishop cannot be ignored.
I am done enduring.
She's gonna win, right?
Knight takes the bishop.
I'm going to kill him. Check.
He'll destroy you if you try it.
No, Louis.
And your queen has been neutralized.
I can kill him.
Another baffling pawn sacrifice.
She knows what she's doing.
And I want to tell you something else now.
What, Claude?
A secret of all secrets between you and me.
What is she
Now
gonna
you're
say?
giving up bishops and knights for pawns. Wait, no, that can't be.
The secret is, Louis, you want to kill him too. And you will enjoy doing it.
You've
She
won.
I'm
slayed.
tired.
I finished the game.
I think I'm gonna go to bed.
Move your pawn, finish the game.
Good night, Lestat. Good night, Louis.
She was right. Spoiled. It was inevitable.
Keep this disagreeable. Fire to the car.
Because she won once.
Every ship that sails the sea, every battle that is fought, does.
We were going to kill Lestat.
Oh, shit.
Rashida, you awake? I think the medication has overwhelmed our boy.
Trubidis rebus ad infinitum. I would gladly wake him.
No, we can pick it up again tomorrow. But fetch a cover, would you? Let him be warm with his dreaming.
Oh my god, is this Daniel? It's so him. Great casting.
What's in the bag? Hello?
Hi.
Oh my god. This is the meeting.
My work's in the back.
Is it a gun? Are you an assassin? Am I the man you came to kill? I did a terrible thing once. It wouldn't surprise me.
I'm a writer, a journalist mostly, so.
Do you have money tonight, Danny? Get the boy whatever you want.
I'll have a grasshopper.
Tom Collins.
Tom Collins.
Point
Isn't
the
that
lag,
in
name.
Rent?
Louis of Juan Dulac Plantation. My great-great-grandfather owned one. All that remains is a name.
Ah, that's the accent.
I have an accent?
I have a slight sharpness of the consonants, that's all.
An observant journalist.
Yeah, I do interviews mostly. I have a series at the Berkeley Bar. Hey, you know, I could interview you.
Well, I'm no one of importance.
Well, it's my speciality. You see, I look for people in the cracks. You feel me? You know, it's about the people, you know, who make the city, right? You know, not a cop or a politician. Any asshole can do that. Look, I get them on tape, and then I write them up.
You didn't come here for that. I know you're struggling. Danny.
It's Daniel.
I have what you're looking for. High quality, fitting a man of my taste.
You an art?
I'm a vampire.
I want to interview you.
Sounds fun.
I mean, if something happens. You know,
The
I'm
origin
cool, but
story is happening.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
I really want to interview you.
Of course. Take it as it comes. Is that okay with you? Would you like to join us?
No,
Oh, shit.
you go ahead. Have your fun.
Wasn't he human? Or am I dumb? Made him remember that he knows him, right? Is this him singing?
And ever loving arms surround you. Come to me.
So good. Oh my god, the next episode is the last one. The origin has begun. The next episode will be the finale. I can't believe it. So much has happened. I can't believe that Lestat has such a hold on the both of them. How is this going to end? Or not end? I'm definitely sensing a cliffhanger. At this point, I'm so like that I don't know what to predict. Everything that I thought it was building up to keeps like kind of just going back. Because it's the season finale, it has to be them trying to kill Lestat. I don't think that they're going to do it, or like that will be the cliffhanger. But wow, I need season 2 already. This is insanity. All right, Slayers, we got one more to go. I will see you on the next one. It's Billy, bitch. Hello Slayers, welcome back to my channel. Today we're watching the finale of Interview with the Vampire. This show has been so excellent and so fun to react with you guys. So of course I'll be reacting to season 2, but make sure to stay to the end of the video to find out what I'll be reacting to next. I have a feeling you guys are gonna be excited about it. Okay, so this is basically the showdown, or not. I'm interested in what will be wrapped up this season and what will tease us for season 2. Feeling a cliffhanger. I'm excited to see Daniel Young and just what the hell like is Claudia gonna do and what's everyone gonna do. Okay, on that note, if you'd like to check out my Patreon, I will link it below. But if you'd like the edited YouTube versions, let's get into it. Also, don't mind the skincare routine.
Question. Can an immortal meet mortality?
Technically, yes.
How?
Starvation. Deny the body the blood. Conversely, drink the blood of the dead. He told me as much my first night reborn. Consume the body with fire and it can house no spirit. Decapitation. Theoretically, it can be done. But could it be done by us to him?
I don't know.
He was stronger than us. We were compelled to sleep in the same chamber together again. He would have it no other way. We would spend our hours enduring.
Lestat is the love that I'm looking for.
He would have it no other way. Our only opportunity to plot would be telepathically. But make no mistake, Claudia was plotting.
It's you. Are you the new postman? I'm sorry. You misunderstand. I'm an admirer. I've come seeking help.
Well, you came to the wrong house.
They say that Satan lives in this house, but I say different. I say angels.
Does anyone know you came here?
No.
Thought he wanted to be a vampire for a second.
Dear sirs and madam,
Cancer of the blood.
what is your secret? Can it be shared? I have the means to pay you. I'm dying. The medications aren't taken.
Enough! 2 in one night. Dolls, Bibles, letters become torches and pitchforks. We have to leave New Orleans. Clean up the mess and come to coffin.
Come to coffin.
There were plans to make.
I have a plan, and it's gonna take both of us.
Maybe start by telling me the plan.
You share a coffin with him. You share a heart with him.
I can cut it off.
No, Louis, you can't. The plan only works if he's distracted.
I can't do that. I'll lose myself in him.
Leave a little shelf inside there for me. I'll jump back in and pull you out before I kill him. Can you do that for us, Louis?
Yeah, I can do it.
It is a good plan, and I did not think about that at all.
What about Greece?
Oh, Christmas.
You irritate me. Your very presence irritates me.
I came to make peace with you, Uncle Les.
Could you two please
Musique française pour les mecs.
You're gonna try to be nice with him, but that's gonna make Lestat suspicious. Because they can't ever trust each other.
I have a present for you, Lestat. An idea.
An idea of yours. It must be a small gift, then.
A weak man slips a letter under his door, and the glorious vampire Lestat runs like a rat to his hole. Shouldn't we leave on our own terms? Shouldn't we mock the city like we mock our victims?
You have something in mind, obviously.
Do nothing different. Settle our affairs, prepare to leave, but on our last night, throw a party. It's in the dying man's letter. They want to know our secret. They think we've got the fountain of youth in here. They don't know. They're the fountain.
So they're gonna throw a party. Fun.
It was just a thought.
This idea of yours, what kind of a party did you imagine?
A ball. We invite the most beautiful.
Seduce a choice few for a feast to remember.
Shh.
I wonder if we're gonna get any sightings of Bruce. Like that seemed like that was gonna be such a bigger thing than it was. And Antoinette, I'm sure we're gonna see. It just seems like there's so much that needs to be happening, but literally so little time. Like, how is there only 7 episodes? Which I actually love that there was only 7, because that's why they're filled with such goodness, where they can't make shows like they used to anymore. So I do appreciate the quality over quantity.
Keep pushing this party, he's gonna be on to you.
I want him suspicious.
You're gonna try to kill him at this party?
There's no trying.
Imagine that he could actually hear their minds.
If we starved ourselves for a night or several nights prior, the hunger would be transcendent.
A meal fit for a king.
I can't believe how not nervous Claudia is.
You want the Mr. or the Mrs.? For a king.
We're getting out, Tom.
Out of New Orleans? We'd like to engage your services, Mr. Anderson.
We want to throw a Mardi Gras ball.
Not in the party planning business. You're a little bit behind the gun. This is me and your two-tone daddies, circa 1910. What's wrong with this picture?
You didn't have that funny X on your face back then.
What do you want?
I want to be Raj,
king of Mardi Gras.
Him? The committee of Raj is a
Doesn't think it's funny at all.
Citizens.
Get us a price, get back to us.
These things are planned years in advance.
You've expanded your export business, shipping coffins from port back to Europe.
Shipping and manufacturing.
You lost one of your ships recently.
Would you like a new one?
Well, just one question before I attempt your no doubt humiliating and reputation destroying ask. Where do you meet the devil? And what are the terms of the agreement?
The crew of Raj had been 3 years in planning their Mardi Gras theme, and they abandoned it within a week. From the Mare to the Mississippi, money flooded the town. Unavailable vendors became available, and the gossip that followed broke through the levees. The Weird brothers and their doll-like sister were coming out.
I've chartered us a plane to Havana. 3 cabins on the SS Dundee from Havana to Rio, and 2 sleeper cars from Rio to La Arena del Plata.
I'm not getting my hopes up of them leaving. I want them to. I want to see them in different elements and stuff, because they have all these plans and it keeps bringing us back. Good old staying in New Orleans. So we'll see.
We'll need trunks.
Just cut off his head right now.
Make sure they have locks.
Locks that trigger from the inside. It was a masterful month of preparation. By the time we began our fasting, Lestat would have told you the entire endeavor had been his idea to begin with.
I need this to pick up. This is the finale. I know everything is just like setting up, obviously.
We'll go without the blood for 3 nights.
At the ball, Louis and I will be following you, Lirina.
Maybe pluck 1 or 2 for ourselves. We'll ask them if they want to be young forever.
And if they say yes, we'll pin them with one of these. We'll invite them to our home. We will lock the doors, shutter the windows, and...
And let the flesh instruct the mind.
They're not turning people, right?
As I was slipping back into old feelings, as she said I would, poison the bait was the game. It appeared as if the flesh was drunk, when in fact his victim's veins were swollen with a paralyzing brew of laudanum and arsenic.
Here comes the crew of Raj!
Oh my god. I didn't understand that he wanted to do it.
The ball that followed was an assault of the senses, and while Lestat's poor taste on the float drove away most every member of the Raj committee, there was plenty of bait to choose from.
Slay. These are gonna turn up. I'm not ready.
I followed Claudia's lead as best I could.
Would you like to know the secret of immortality?
Well, of course, my dear. Good seeing you out of uniform, Chief Bardee. Appreciates power.
Tell me more, Mr. Duloc.
Your Majesty, I'd like to introduce you to the McPhail brothers, Matthew and his brother Mark.
Is there rosemary in your garden?
Yeah, just below the porch. Our mother planted a whole bushel this past summer.
Did she? The king finds himself suddenly famished. Would you excuse me?
I wanted him dead. I wanted him all to myself.
You miserable dogs.
What about a
Oh
dog?
my god, Antoinette.
What dog?
Oh, it's her.
You just said something about a dog.
I said no such thing.
There's another one.
Oh my god, someone is here.
You heard what I said just now,
Bruce
didn't
and
you?
Antoinette.
It's the dome. A hell of a party.
Do you know the secret to immortality?
Never get married.
But now that you have your boat, don't you want more?
Feel like it's Bruce. No, but it was a girl's voice. So Antoinette.
Hunger's got me lightheaded.
I'm scared. Everything's too like kind of calm right now. In a not calm way.
The hunger has me too, it seems.
His teeth are so beautiful.
A last dance before the feast.
I'd like that. So much would be written about that grim night in New Orleans, but not a single mention of our last hour at Latrobe's.
Feel like they're just dancing in front of everyone. Pretty legendary, if you ask me.
I lost the thread to my plotting. I was his, and he was mine.
Oh my god, the dog mask.
May I finish this dance?
We shouldn't do this.
Too late. I've done it already.
When? Who?
Just now, one of the twins. He'll be dead on his feet in an hour. Wake up!
We're all pretty drunk here, Lestat. That's what's in a punch bowl?
The elixir of life. I drank it as a young man, and I recently passed its powers.
Claudia, born 1903. I drank the water in 1917. I'm 36 years old.
Born in 1878. I'm 61 years old now.
Born 1760. 180 years old.
Give me that ladle. It's empty.
Not for a long time.
Louis, who are you? Wow. This is iconic. Why am I getting chills? This is so dark. This is insanity. I'm not used to seeing them like this. I'm like really taken back. I can't believe that.
Oh dear.
Louis is okay with this.
I know you wanted them both, but Louis couldn't resist.
I'm sorry, my love. I saved one of them for you.
Did you? How generous of you.
Oh my god, you really can't trick him. Who is it? Oh my god, who the hell is that?
Quite drunk, this one. Rosemary. And something else.
Oh god.
What is it, my love?
I think it's the gin.
I wasn't
He
talking
stuttered.
Laudanum.
to you.
Arsenic.
She was at the ball tonight, eavesdropping in on things that she shouldn't.
Oh my god.
Too late. I've done it already. One of the twins will be dead on his feet in an hour.
She should never have been made, Louis. What you did to us, Antoinette will be much more agreeable to our life together.
Claudia's older than her. Why? Oh my god. Did Claudia just drink him or no?
Lestat, you must think me an idiot. She was at the ball tonight. Not just the ball.
She knew.
You're gonna try to kill him at this party?
There's no trying. I have a plan, and it's gonna take both of us. Train's leaving in an hour. Get off that bench. You should have let the train go, Uncle Wes.
Been happening.
He who called you him. Always the petty slights with you, Uncle Les. Have your goodbye.
Claudia is.
Louis.
I wouldn't touch him. So it's not. They don't die from wood.
I have loved you with all my soul. I'm
This
happy
is so.
with you. You're with me. Oliver.
Is he really gonna?
The blood poured out of him as it might never pour from a human being. All the blood he had filled himself with, he lay now on his back, his eyes staring wildly at the ceiling.
Is that considered decapitating?
Mets-moi dans mon sourcil, Louis, Louis.
Put me in my coffin, Louis, Louis.
Do they turn to ash?
It had been Lestat.
I can't believe that he's dead. Like, don't know if I could trust it.
There was no point in lingering. The house on Rue Royale would soon become the focus of all too many questions.
God.
For the very last time in New Orleans, we followed our training and cleaned up the evidence of our most elaborate kill.
Okay.
We need to burn him. I've killed so many. Just no one out.
Don't know if I can. Just load him in like he's one of them.
Even
It was
she's
as
having
if we'd
trouble?
expected Lestat to disappear in a puff of smoke or get
That's what I
sucked back
thought.
in death.
So what did you do with it?
We wrapped him in a carpet. We threw him in a trunk and left him out with the garbage. We got in our car and drove away, headed straight
What?
for the port.
The boat for Havana.
A merchant vessel, newly christened and headed for Europe.
The boat you bought Anderson, shipload of coffins for cargo.
Plenty of cover for a couple of stowaways, ready to begin the adventure of our lives.
Well,
Oh my god.
tidy.
There was a ship. We did get on it.
Yeah, I read that, the first 50 pages. Not exactly the adventure of our lives feeling I'm feeling.
It was a traumatic escape.
Yeah, but she didn't say that. Maybe in some of the pages that got torn out exactly, more like with a ruler. There's a feeling that she hated your guts there for a while. Why is that?
I was haunted by my brother's death, by the abandonment of my sister, by the murder of Lestat.
Murder? What murder? It was an act of mercy. You didn't kill Lestat. You spared him out of some fucked up idea you had about love.
Love?
You were dropped 1,000 feet and survived. You torched Antoinette. Where does the trash go, Louis?
Oh my god.
Some guys show up in a truck and they throw it in the back. Then they drive it out to the middle of nowhere, right?
How the hell do they just throw him out? Like in the garbage? What?
They take the trash to the dump, and having lived 2 blocks away from the dump just outside of Fish
Staten Island.
What else you'll find there? Rats. Big fucking rats. Enough blood in them to bring back the dead, especially one in a trunk with locks on the inside. You knew it, Louis. You had to.
This session is over.
He's alive.
Why does a 200-pound bouncer pass out after he sucks him off? And you, a wet t-shirt away from 130, doesn't even blink.
I couldn't burn him.
But Claudia could.
No, she couldn't.
She stuck a pen in his neck. She recorded his last words in his own blood. The girl did not have a fucking problem tossing him on the grill, okay?
We have to burn him.
No.
It's the only way we'll know.
No! Was it raining, Louis?
She couldn't burn him.
You chose Lestat over her time and time
Again.
You don't need a memoir memoir.
You've only heard half the story.
Stop. 144 years of life. Still Louis the Pimp. Some story you want to tell the whole world about yourself?
When you hear it, you'll be ashamed. Ashamed of what you say to him
Please
now.
stop, Rashid. $10 million. That's my whore number. Career's been over for years. Legacy? My daughters aren't even speaking to me anymore, so at least I can leave them some cash. But an honest reckoning? No. This is the same shit that happened in San Francisco.
Not exactly.
How's it any different?
This time I won't save your life. Louis can sometimes act out. I protect him from himself. Always have. Stopped him that night in San Francisco.
You were there.
You don't remember, do you?
No, I don't remember.
What was that you said about memory? A monster, was it?
But I saw you standing in the sun.
As we age, the sun loses its power over us. What's a mediocre start to a 514-year-old vampire?
Daniel Malloy, I'd like you to meet the vampire Armand, the love of my life.
Part 1. What? Oh my god. Let's watch this.
Episode 7. The Thing Lay Still. We were promised the death of Lestat, and so we must kill Lestat. And she has to take the lead because Louis is too close to Lestat. She does what any good plotter does. She makes it ultimately turn out to make Lestat think that it's his idea. Get Lestat at his most egotistical and his most blinded. Yes, maybe then I will buy this idea that let's go out with a bang. Let's leave a room full of bodies and get on out on the last train. But Louis, you've got to open your heart back up to him. That is the thing that will blind Lestat more than anything. It is the swooning height of the uber romanticism of ours is this dance in front of everybody in this kiss. Lestat cannot help himself. He's so in love with Louis. But in the middle of the party, we are picking our victims out. We're gonna have the great feast of our life, so it can't just be one victim. It's gotta be like one of these horrible tasting menus where we're just gonna gather up all these people that know we have the fountain of youth and come back to our after party. There they are, but they are there only as the grand plan.
It's empty.
Not for a long time. Most of them are sort of the ugly ones that we have seen throughout. But then look at the twins, right? We all know the books about go to the twins, go to the twins. And then there's this mysterious man in the tuxedo. What is that all about? Very strange little detail there. And, you know, you guys are all savvy. You know, something's not right here. Can't be that easy. So you had that reversal. I've always known Antoinette was out there. If you played everybody's sort of arcs, no one quite knew everything.
That is amazing.
Eventually, if we put Tom Anderson in there, make him drink of poison blood, he would go after Tom Anderson. They don't quite know totally how to kill a vampire, but they think that'll do the job. Back to Dubai, Malloy starts asking questions, and some very probing questions. What actually did happen that night?
So what did you do with it?
It's very, very simple. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to clean up your dead. You're supposed to put the vampire in the incinerator. Why didn't you do it?
There's a feeling that she hated your guts there for a while. Why is that? The girl did not have a fucking problem tossing him on the grill, okay?
The sun's coming.
I said no! And I think Louis is remembering that for the first time in a long time. It forces the vampire Armand to jump in.
I protect him from himself.
And it's not, I think, just to protect Louis from maybe going apeshit and killing Malloy. I think there is a story that has been told to Louis, that Louis has told to himself, that maybe Armand has told to him too. For those of you who haven't read the book, this is a major player out there, folks. This is the leader of the coven of vampires, and one who is very, very powerful. So yeah,
wow.
That last line, we were sort of looking for like the ending to The Graduate, this sort of very
I have chills.
Wait, what?
I'd like you to meet
the love of my life.
Vampire Armand.
I wish like they picked someone that like looked.
Love of
well, I guess that was the point.
And I think it really sets us up for a very provocative season 2.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, I'm so excited that Lestat is still alive. I thought maybe they would move on from him, and especially with this king vampire, Ahmed. So interested how Lestat is gonna get back woven. There's so much. We didn't even go back to Daniel at the bar in the meeting. I'm so happy I watched this when I did, because I'm pretty sure season 2 is probably coming out in January. I don't think there's a set date, but I bet it's January. I saw that there's a first look to season 2, so I guess we should just do that, right? Together.
Okay, so where did we leave off?
I'm so
It was an awakening for Louis.
The whole world was ready to return, to remake their lives.
Paris was a hunger.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Théâtre des Vampires.
Whoa, we're gonna like meet vampires. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Everything you're about to see is real.
Louis and Claudia, welcome to our coven.
Coven, and Ahmad's the leader of it. Oh, I love a sewer.
Who's that handsome man on the wall?
Our co-founder, Lestat de Lioncourt.
Yeah, what? Okay, wait, now we have a first look.
Ethereal hearts beating as one. The rumbling beast of the movable feast.
Welcome to the coven. Oh my god, I want to live here.
Countrymen clutch ration cards. They've made quite a killing manipulating the black markets. Mais vous avez pas la permission, non? Santiago? Il ne nous faut pas d'autorisation. Elle est à nous, la propriété.
Give us a layout, would you like? 14 rooms, 19 guests, plus the hosts, 13 men, 8 women, and...
Enjoy yourselves.
You coming?
I ate before the play. I'm gonna...
That's not Claudia.
I understand you supplement your diet.
I feast human every other night. Nice night.
Very nice.
You carry yourself well.
Merci. I like how you withhold.
I don't know about that. Cautious, maybe.
It's alluring. It's practiced. I find myself thinking, what is in there?
And thinking the same about you. And thinking about you often.
Okay, flirty.
Tricky.
What's that?
Us. Coven life can get labyrinthian depths of... It can be tricky. She is something, you're Claudia.
Spark in the dark.
Oh, it was Claudia.
Pity she was made so young. Imagine her in a body equal to her mind.
She's managed through it.
Particularly skilled at blocking her thoughts. You must work harder on that. I could help you hone that skill.
Oh, yeah? That'd be great.
Good. Because I do believe I felt some trepidation when the name Lestat was uttered.
Who?
Ah! Who is right? They're not showing any Lestat. That's okay. Can't give it all. Okay, we have a lot coming. I am so excited. I started this series with you guys. This has been so fun. I have a couple of projects that I'm working on, 2 being reactions. But if you're sticking around to hear the next show I'm going to watch in the next coming weeks, it is Anne Rice's Mayfair Witches. I, again, have no idea about it. Love witches, maybe even more than vampires. I don't know. That's a tough one. Let me know if you guys are excited about that. If you guys have watched it as well. If you guys watched that as well. It seems like it's in the same universe, so I thought it would be very fitting. Alright guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you on the next one. It's Billy, bitch.